You're glad to see us.
Hello all, and welcome to a Midnight ISO production. This is the second Expo for the MRC, Midnight Racing Championship. We are joined by Kirk. Introduce yourself, mate.
Hello, Pete. We're looking forward to the second Expo event tonight.
Indeed. Kirk will be the lead commentator. I will be helping out and the race director. But otherwise, we have a load of good drivers, and we are just about to get underway for the qualifying and the sprint race. Do you want to lend us your insight, mate? See what you think's going to happen?
I'm expecting a really close race up front. See, it's gonna be a matter of, can people, the really fast drivers in this lobby, Uprack, Whale, and Racing Roger, are they going to be able to keep their tyres alive to stay ahead of the people behind? Because it's not always the fastest always wins. Because remember, you've got to be able to race and keep the tyres alive, as well as being clean and consistent without picking up any silly penalties. You know, right here, turn 3, very easy to run slightly wide and pick up a penalty, and in the final sector as well, very easy just to extend a little bit too much and get a penalty. Now, this track will bite if you push the limits too hard. So
very true.
Keep it clean.
Very true, but unlike the previous race at Dragon Trail, is a much more open track, and we're expecting some bit more racing rather than responding to incidents for a death chicane, for instance. So we're expecting better on-track action, and being a event of 3 pieces, qualifying, sprint and endurance race, there's going to be a lot going on.
Also, another very important part of that is that final sector, because you want to be careful. So I'm thinking, especially the control players in this lobby, if you put that power down a bit too hard in that final sector, you're just going to get a bootload of wheel spin in the rear tyres. And coming out of the final corner, turn 16, Panasonic, you know, it's really crucial to get a good clean exit onto that back straight. Not only if you're defending, but on that quali lap as well. With having a good run on either at the start of your lap or to the end as you finish your lap is going to be absolutely crucial for a good lap time around here.
Absolutely. And the one crucial thing about the rules is there is a mandatory use of the hard tyres for during the event. How you interpret that's up to the drivers. And you have to use the same tyre compound that you qualify on the start of the sprint race and the start of the endurance race. So there is no using super soft tyres to qualify on the sprint race and then jumping to a soft, medium or a hard for the endurance and gaining an advantage as well as the ultimate grip for your fast lap. You've got to think this one through.
I don't see. That's the thing. I don't know what will be the best time to qualify on, because the super softs will give you that grip over that one on that 1 lap pace. But you know, I'm thinking, is the softs going to be a better choice? Because although they're going to be slightly slower than super softs, have people like Uprack and Racing Roger and Whale, have they got that pace over the mid pack to be able to have a better 1 lap pace than the people who are behind them on the supers?
That is the question, and that really is. I mean, do you take the hit to going for a more durable tyre for the first stint of the endurance race and making sure it lasts over the 10-minute stint race? Or do you just go full bore, super softs, and hope they last?
No, I don't know. I'm just looking to that race, because as I say, getting that final section is going to be absolutely crucial in terms of traction. So although the supers may have the advantage early on in that race with like extra grip and traction, the longer the race goes on, the less advantage they have, the more it will fall into the soft tyres.
Exactly. As I know from our personal racing experiences, I would probably go with the soft tyres, but we're not racing. It's going to be interesting to see what the other drivers do.
Yeah, if it was me, I would definitely be starting on the soft racing softs. Yeah.
Yeah, same.
I'm looking at this grid. I'm thinking, lots of very fast people in here. You know, I know I probably won't be challenging for the win. But you know, if we are just quick, clean and consistent, and keep them softs alive to when the supers run out or drop off the cliff, as they say. That will be my time to strike.
Absolutely agreed. Absolutely agreed.
And we have Racing Roger, the absolute mad lad, doing this race in the Z4. If people don't know, that is one of the not so good GR3 cars.
Yeah, that's politely putting it. And what did you agree to do if, as a bit of a wager, if he managed to win tonight?
We won't talk about that.
Streaking through the quad. No, that's the movie Old School. Sorry. Yeah, it would be a Racing Roger. He takes on the bet. And he's a controller driver. And it's interesting to see how many drivers in this pack are controller versus wheel. I mean, it's quite a mixed bunch, actually.
To be fair, we have got a wide selection of cars. We've got Supras, the Genesis.
Yeah, with Mr. Patman, who is one of my teammates from CCSR in Team Dabod. So go Team Dabod.
Yeah, I find it really interesting because most leagues usually only have like what was it, 3 or 4 different cars. But here we've got the AMG, the Corvette, the Supra, the 911, the F-Type, the Genesis, the V12, and the 7 North, and that's 7 different manufacturers of cars. Cars for what? 13 people?
It's good to see. It's good to see. Alright, so we're just waiting on Miss Hawkey, who I believe is having technical difficulty, so as soon as she is here, we will get started. Just had the message, I hate technology. So someone is having... someone's having issues again.
You have some naughty language coming out from By the Roses.
We're not going to comment on that, though.
No, I am one very respectful individual. I do not swear that often. No. Also, I've got to say, Gamer Freak with the absolute fastest lap of all time, coming up to a half an hour lap.
Oh, he's doing well then.
And then we have Bite the Roses. That is on a 10.5 minute lap.
I think some of them might be in the pits, you know.
I know. Well, maybe not Wales. Wales are on track with a 6 and zooming up to a 7 minute lap. Now, Luke, who is your favourite to win this race?
Well, up until we found out Mr. Racing Roger was on a Z4, that one's out of the window. Honestly, I think there's going to be a very decent fight between Uprat. Gila Kalela is looking quick. Whalotologist definitely is quick from our observations in CRT. And do you know what? Roses is always a good show too. And Vinny, it could be a bit of a dark horse. But we are going to have to see what actually happens.
I say, my money to win this race will be after the Uprat. I know from a lot of experience with him. He's a very quick and fast driver. You know?
Absolutely.
Gave me a lot of good running in the previous league that I raced in. A lot of very good running, very fast and close running. You know, and again, he's not handicapping himself. He is picking a car that he knows very well. That Supra.
Yeah.
I think if he gets his strategy right, he could absolutely waltz away with this win tonight.
Entirely possible. Entirely possible.
Ooh, don't mind me, I must have to turn my light on so I can see my keyboard. Oh. Also, another driver I wouldn't count is Zion Nista. You know, if you remember from last week's race at last week's race at Dragon Trail, you know, Zion Nista was one of those drivers that just kept it quick, kept it consistent, and kept it clean.
Yeah, yeah, very true. Stayed out of trouble.
Run to a very understated P7 on it.
I believe it was indeed. It's going to be good to see where he can get to. All right.
As well, setting a lap on your super soft tyre, going within 6/10 of uprights down.
And, well, he's in the 911, which we know is not as quick as that Supra, but it's all going to come down to tyre wear and strategy as well. And we know from various races with Whale, he's very good on a harder tyre, so we're going to see how long he goes on stints.
Yeah, Whale is one of those drivers that likes to stick it out long, go for a harder tyre first, stick it out long. You know, hold people up without losing too much time. You know, and really coming back into the race right at the end with the stint when he goes on that fresh set of soft tyres. Take a little bit of fuel and you will just fly.
Absolutely. Right, I think everyone's ticked in, so we're going to get going. So I'm going to go wait for Pedro and Sarah. Actually, they're not ticked in yet. Let's keep an eye on that. And we're ready to go. But we're going to have many battles throughout the field, I think. There are so many drivers who are grouped together in terms of skill level and speed. I think there's going to be fights all the way through the field. I really do.
Yeah, there certainly will be. As well as a bunch of different cars as well. We got cars that are quicker on the straights, like the Aston, like the V12 Vantage of Bertie.
Well,
I think Bertie's the only one running the V12 Vantage this time. You know, that's going to be really fast in a straight line. So maybe if it comes to pit stops and alternate strategies, you know, people like Louis in that Z4 or people who are in the Porsche might find it a bit difficult to overtake it into turn one, even with the better handling cars.
absolutely. As a quick rundown, we have two MGs, two Corvettes, a Supra, a 911, an F-Type, a Genesis, a V12 Vantage, another AMG, another 911, another Supra, a Z4, and another Corvette. So it's going to be mixed. Right, we're going to get underway.
I wonder if people know that it's the sprint race, endurance, a sprint race first, because people like Ulrich on the hard tyres. That's going to be slightly
Well,
concern.
He might be doing the alternate strategy. He might be planning for the endurance race.
That's a very good point, actually.
Well, this is where tactics do kick in, but I'm going to have a quick look at that and have him make sure to see what he's doing. Yep, he's going to start on the hard tyre. He's taking the gamble. He's going to be going for, I would imagine, the long strategy and the endurance, where others are going to be going flat out speed. So this is going to be interesting. And say hello to the chat. Hello to Zionisa, Patman, and Pedro. Right, let's get this race underway.
It's go time.
Yeah,
Boogie, let's go racing.
Oh, nearly ticked in there out of habit. That would have been fun. Right, let's crack on. Start qualifying. Let's get going.
Let's go, people.
Okay, the qualifier has begun.
Now, if we're one of these races, do we want to get out straight away, or do we want to get tracked out straight away and get track position, or do we want a good slipstream down that start-finish straight?
Well, that is going to be up to the drivers. I would personally, on this straight, fancy a heck of a slipstream.
I'm just thinking, like, people like Racing Roger in that Z4 that is really poor in a straight line. I would be really wanting to get a slipstream.
Absolutely. Okay, so we have KD the Kai first out, followed by Big Crazy Bertie, Gamer Freak, who is Marcus, and then Zionese, and then the rest of the field. Looks like they all are coming out together.
Let's have a look. So we have Uprack, who's on the soft tyre, Whale on the super softs, Gignac is on the super softs, KD the Kai is on the super softs, Big Crazy Bertie's on the softs, Gamer Freak on the super softs, Race Roger on the super softs, Zionista on the super softs, Vinny on the softs, Chef on the softs, By the Roses on the super softs, Uprack on the softs, Sarah on the medium tyre, interesting choice, Pedro on the medium, and Patman on the mediums.
It's quite a spread, isn't it? I'll tell you what, the one thing I like about that Genesis is how it spits flame out the sides of that car. It's not quick, but it looks good.
All about them style points, Luke.
Absolutely. Alright, I'm thinking Dark Horse, Katie the car, he's always quick in a lobby. I'm tipping him for a good result tonight. Him and Roses.
I'll tell you what, he got a very nice run from this back straight.
That he did.
It'd be interesting to see the top speed differences, because like going into racing zone, see how much top speed difference there is between the two cars.
Well, we've got some overtaking going on already in the qualifying with Gamer Freak going after Zion Nisa into turn 1. Had that slip dream down to turn 1. And we've got Mr. Racing Roger on the outside. This is the qualifying, lads, not the endurance race.
It certainly is, but you know, they just can't wait. Oh, a little bit of rubbing there. Yeah, it might be worth at this point. Race Roger getting held up this bad. It might be worth just backing right off and just getting some clean space to go again.
Well, we both know him, and he isn't going to do that. He only knows one speed, and that is full throttle.
So, coming into Sector 2, KB Dekai has a 51.8 to Gamer Freaks. Gamer Freak is setting a, looks like a mid 52, so that puts him a few tenths off.
And this pack are now starting to hold each other up, I think.
Yeah, I really want to be doing this. This is just handing it on the silver plate to KD the Kai. See, this is the kind of gap I want to the cars, you know. Oh, KD Kai sets the first classifying lap with a 37.0.
Very quick.
Gamer Freak goes at 1.2 off. Racing Roger is 1.4 off. Zionista 2 seconds off. Vinny is only 1.8 off. Uprack is pitting for a set, I assume a set of the super soft tyres to go for it. Yeah, very interesting. The fact that everyone who's actually managed to set a good time without getting held up too much, are all quite close to each other. Hello, Luke.
Yeah, it's alright. I was just watching some of the action on track. Just trying to work out what some of the drivers are up to. He's got a couple of drivers in the pits, which is obviously Katie the Kai and Bite the Roses.
Uprack paid for some super soft tyres as well.
Yep. Wales gone up to second, and Roses up to third.
I tell you what, Racing Roger has caught Gamer Freak up quite a lot this lap. I don't know whether it was him being slightly poorer, or whether it is it's Racing Roger just being that much better.
Well,
in the extra downforce, so that's a 4.
Well, we both know he's a bit of an alien, and he definitely wants that slipstream.
Slightly wide there into the penultimate corner.
He's going to be close enough for that slipstream.
He's well in that slipstream range. And Gamer Freak is weaving down straight, saying, "No, sir, you may not have the slipstream." But you know, just look how much it's worth compared to no slipstream.
Absolutely low.
That's a nice improvement by about a second on his previous lap for Racing Roger to put him in P3. I don't know if Gamer Freak's going for a cooldown lap or something.
I would imagine he's getting a bit of space and going from there. We still haven't had Uprack set a lap yet. That's quite outstanding. But he's winding up now, and he's on the soft tyres still. So he's definitely thinking longer game. But 4 minutes to go.
Ooh, damage for Sarah Hawkey.
Oh, severe damage as well. She's had an off or a collision with someone there. Oh, and I think KD the guy just spun in the background. Yep, he's had a spin coming out the last corner.
That's going to cost him. When he could have potentially had 2 more laps, or
Yeah, he's only going to have the
3 more
one
laps
now.
there.
He's only going to have the one now.
Yeah.
And if I was Sarah, I would definitely be resetting back to the pits. Going around
Like,
the course at that speed is it's not going to help her.
is damage set for heavy? For heavy?
It is indeed.
Maybe she doesn't know.
It's worth saying we've got Big Crazy Bertie running a livery in honour of Bila Dorada, who is unwell and was scheduled to race tonight, but Big Crazy Bertie has stepped in like a very honourable gent. Alright, quick rundown. We have Katie the Kai up in first, Whale, Racing Roger, Gamer Freak, Roses, Gia Kalela, Binny, Pac-Man, Cyanisa, Big Crazy Bertie, Chef, Pedro, Sarah, and then the Uprack, who's yet to set a time.
However, Upright is coming out this final corner. You know, he may have not got the corner he wanted, because you want to get on the apex. You want to take a wide line to that final corner so you can straighten up and get on that apex. It looked a bit too narrow for me. And however, it is a 37.5. That puts him P4, half a second off Katie the Kai's time. Oh, Katie the Kai is having a little expedition again.
Yeah.
Slightly wider that second class corner.
Yeah, he's having fun with that Corvette, which I joined him just at that right time.
Whale Antologist setting a green first sector by a few tenths. So, you know, I wouldn't count him out just yet.
He's quick in that 911.
He will still get another lap after this as well. You know, it's only a 1 minute 30 odd for a lap time, so you know, it looks like everyone should still be able to get another lap.
And shout out to Mr. Racing Roger for setting a time only 4 tenths off KD the Guy in the Z4. Oh, Uprack is up to 4th, by the way.
Yep, I've already mentioned that, mate.
Oh, so you did. So you did. Okay, Gamer Freak's going slow out of the pit lane. He's not going to be able to set another lap time with that. And Sarah's out of the pits. She's just going to get round to set a fast lap, I feel.
Whale Antologist going green again in that second sector, up by 1.5 tenths. If he can nail this final sector as he comes out this final corner, he could be able to challenge Kai for pole here. That was a okay final corner. I would say nothing too special, but again, no over, just clean and tidy, no oversteer, no having to catch any extra wheel spin. You know, as he comes up to line, he goes slower by 1600ths.
Vinny has improved up to 8th.
Here we are. Can Racing Roger improve his time as he comes around this final corner? It takes a nice wide line. He gets that front of the car turned in. Oh, it's a bit wide. It took a bit of a wide apex there. You know, a bit late, too late on the throttle, if you ask me. And that's going to cost him all the way down this back straight. I'm sure he would know what's known he made that mistake, and it would be kind of ruining it. And he goes slower again, but now this is it. This is where he needs to shine. He's got one more flying lap. So,
Yeah. And he's got the tyres to do it.
He certainly has. It's like Gamer Freak will not be setting any more times in this lap, so he'll be taking at least a P5 in this.
Yep, he's doing a bit of a donut, having a bit of fun. Is Sarah going to get round to set a time? She's going to be cutting it close. 1 second to go. I don't know if she's going to start on the lap or not. I think she's just crept over the line. She is on a fast lap.
Racing Roger bottling his final lap with a penalty.
Oh, and going backwards coming out of that Coca-Cola curve. And having a bit of fun in reverse, it would seem.
But here we are. In this final lap, we have Whale coming powering out that final corner. You know, he's got time to think about on this run to line. He has to keep the wheel straight, keep it absolutely pinned to the floor. But has he been ruined? Did he make any mistakes in that lap? Can he improve? And he does 2 tenths. But he's still 64 hundredths of a second behind KD the Kai. KD the Kai is coming through this final sector. Can he keep it smooth? Or a little bit wide there, you know, a little bit kick of oversteer, you know.
Big Crazy Bertie over the line.
He doesn't improve. Here we are, coming into the final corner for KD the Kai. He goes wide. Can he get the front turned in? Get on the power. A little short shift there, and he runs it as far as he can. And this is it. It's now he runs the line. It's that power of the Corvette that we all know it has. It was like upright improved slightly on this previous lap.
Up to 4th, yeah.
Kai did not improve on that lap.
I think the only one on a fast lap at the moment is Miss Hawkey. Oh, no, she's off in the turn 14, it would look like, at nets.
Ah, that's a shame.
That's a bit of bad luck there, but we still have the sprint race to go, and this is where it's going to start counting. I think everyone's finished now, finished the fast laps.
Yeah. I will say, I'm surprised how close this grid is, you know. The top 7 is within just over a second of each other. 1.1 seconds separates P7 to P1, which is very impressive.
Yeah, it's not bad at all, and it's a few different choices and tyres in there.
Yeah, it certainly is. This is all open for the sprint race. You know, anyone can win it. You know, I'm looking at cars that can usually have a pretty good launch. So like Upright, I would think if Upright can nail his start, he should be able to do quite well here.
I am expecting that Corvette to lead into turn 1 though.
Oh yeah, that Corvette is an absolute monster off the line. You know. No, I don't think anyone will be able to challenge Katie the Kai into the first corner. Absolutely.
I'm going to be watching all the Corvettes down the pack, and I'm going to expect some movement from people like Sarah, KD the Kai, and whomever. And here we go.
Like that, and away we go.
Racing Roger, lightning start. Looks like he's going to take it down to turn 1. That's unexpected. That's Z4. And Marcus and Gamer Freak going wide at turn 1. That's going to lose him some places. But they're all through. They're all through. Oh, I think we have a big crazy Bertie off the track, but he's rejoined. And Mr. Racing Roger is going to take off like a scolded rat.
It certainly is. You know, there's many people who are very good in this game, but Racing Roger, you know, the man is an absolute machine. Is anyone going to be able to stop him?
Well, let's have a look, see what tyres he's on.
A little bit of contact between 2nd, 3rd and 4th there, with Whale coming off worst. Or no, maybe Katie the Kai coming off worst. It's dropped from what, the 2nd down to P5 now. But we've got Bite Rose and Wales. Oh, Bite Rose is on the grass, going too deep, and he is off at Dunlop. Oh, Bertie round as well.
Oh, looks like we've had a few collisions, but they've rejoined the track.
A few incidents. Yeah. Upright having a very solid Racing Roger and Upright having very solid first laps. You know, both gaining positions.
Absolutely.
Racing Roger P3 to P1 leading the sprint race, and Upright going from P4 to 2nd place. Very impressive.
And somewhat importantly, the Racing Roger in the Z4 has broken the slipstream to Upright. He's used those super softs to advantage, but now we have Waylandologist in the 911 on the super softs, bearing down on Upright, and Gamer Freak bearing down on Upright on Katie the Kai. Sorry.
Nope. It looks a very, very neat and tidy move into turn 1.
Absolutely, good racing there.
A little park on the apex to making sure that he couldn't get the cutback move on him.
Absolutely. And
we have Pedro and Patman fighting, going into Coca-Cola.
Oh, slight collision there, but they both got through. Good bit of racing. Zionista taking the opportunity there and trying to go down the inside of Pedro. Pedro goes wide off at the Coca-Cola curve. Sorry, the 100R. Zionista absolutely took that opportunity.
We have Racing Roger leading from Upright, we have over 1.5 seconds.
Oh, we've got Sarah and Pedro side by side going into the Dunlop corner, turn 10.
Looks like Pedro makes sure that moves stick, but is Sarah going to be able to get the cutback or be able to hold it around the outside?
Well,
it seems there might have been a slight bit of contact there.
Oh, I think, yeah, Pedro's off again. He's having a few excursions, a bit of a gardening day, and all kudos to Sarah. She's on the medium tyre, looking forward to the endurance race. And we need to see if Roses can fight his way back through the field. He's on the tail of Chef and Pac-Man 292. And hello to Billy Dorada in the chat.
Coming down the straight, heading in turn 1. Upright is defending from Whale, who has also got Gamer Freak. That's all over the back of him. Is Upright going to lose? How many positions could Upright lose here? Oh, it looks like there's a slight bit of contact from Game Freak and Well. Game Freak sending Well a little bit too deep. Oh, maybe looking like he was lifting off to let a Well catch up, getting in the way of KD the Kai, which has also led to them breaking the slipstream, to that chasing their train behind.
Yeah, and that puts Gia, Kalela and Binny onto the back of Gamer Freak. Top 7 pretty close together, only 5.2 away from that Z4 and Racing Roger.
Yeah, I'm looking at that gap and I think Racing Roger's gone already. You know, I don't think there's any catching him.
You have to see how those tyres hold up for his super softs. He's doing pretty well. He only has 5 more minutes to go. So I think,
KD
yeah.
and Whale side by side going into Dunlop. KD trying to go around the outside of Whale, but I don't think that was going to work. I think, yeah. Oh, Game Freak sending one down the inside of KD the Kai.
Yeah, he's got through.
Bit argy-bargy.
Possibly, but all the drivers are encouraged to report incidents they feel is too aggressive, and that will be looked into by the stewards after the race.
Whale going a bit wide top corner, putting KD the Kai in a very nice position with that very powerful Corvette going into turn 1. If you can get a good run out of that corner. Oh, he's a bit wide.
He is, and it puts Gia Kalela on the back of Gamer Freak, and Gamer Freak on the back of KD the Guy.
So we have an American V8 versus the European V8.
I have to see which one comes off better in the battle of the V8s. It looks like Gia Kalela is going for it, and Gamer Freak is simultaneously being aggressive and defensive. That's quite interesting.
Attacking and defending. Oh, looks like Pac-Man is managed to defend from Light of the Roses.
Yep, absolutely. They're going into the turn 3 Coca-Cola curve, and let's see if they both make the apex. Quite outstandingly, Mr. Pac-Man 292 on the medium tyres, again thinking forward to the endurance race, and that has got to be holding up Roses, who's all over the back of him on the super softs. But both of these gents racing in the CCSR have experience of racing on different compounds hard against each other, although Roses is clearly going round the outside of Pac-Man. Good racing.
So is KD the Kai going to be able to attack Whale going on to the 5th lap with just under 4 minutes left? That gives us about 3 more racing laps, I want to say. Well, for the leader, we'll get 3 more laps.
It's going to be tight. Oh, we got Gamer Freak going for that position again. They're going at it lap after lap.
It looks like KD the Kai went a bit wide, got a wheel on that AstroTurf, you know, gave him a little bit of oversteer.
Watch Gia Kalela in this battle. He's going to have the slipstream of the pair of them.
If we go on board with him. Yeah, he's going to go through the middle of him, 3 wide, going into turn 1. This could end in absolute tears. Absolute unbelievable scenes.
That's a picture for the highlight reel.
That is the thumbnail, people.
Didn't pull it off. Great racing and respect from all 3 of them. Absolutely brilliant.
Gamer Freak will be able to get past the KD the Kai. I'm not sure how to pronounce P6's name.
Gia Kalela.
Gia Kalela.
That's it.
You know, he attacked. He had the sort of team he attacked, but you know, couldn't quite make anything work.
Alright, now the battle, those 3 are still at it. But we have the battle for first, which is going to start coming into effect, I believe, because I think we can start seeing Mr. Racing Roger starting to suffer from tyre wear, because Upright is slowly catching him.
So like, Upright went a bit deep into that first part of Dunlop, cost him about 5 or 6 tenths.
Ooh, KD the Kai with a penalty, which will have to burn on the straight, I'm afraid. That's going to drop him back to at least 6th.
We have Bite the Roses attacking Zionista.
Yeah, Mr. Opportunistic Zionista with the Roses all over the back of him.
Oh, a bit wide there from Zionista. Possible penalty there.
I think he's just about got away with it. GT Sport can be forgiving sometimes.
Bite the Roses is absolutely pushing Zionista through this final section.
Absolute shout out to Pac-Man 292 and Chef for absolutely epically clean racing and sticking to the back of these guys, doing very well. Zainisa, Roses side by side into turn 1. Looks like Rose is going to make the apex. Hope he doesn't overshoot. Yes, perfect. Nice little overtaking manoeuvre. Using those tyres to full effect, but again, it's going to come down to the endurance race when these guys will have to deal with a lot more tyre wear. Right, we're into the last minute.
Just retired from the race.
Yeah, we have lost Sarah, unseen, I'm afraid. So that leaves Pedro in 13th. Big Crazy Bertie running the basically alternate livery, but thank you to Mr. Bila Dorada. In tribute to Mr. Bila Dorada. And then we have a whole gaggle of cars all up together.
How many people will get onto the 7th lap? Because I don't think everyone will.
Let's have a look. We have Mr. Racing Roger coming through turn 15, which is Nets, and about to come through turn 16, which is also known as Panasonic. He is going to be able to start the next lap. He's actually started to pull away from Uprack, so he's definitely got the win in the bag on this one.
Yeah, you know, maybe they didn't come out the fastest from that place, but you know, he kept it fast, kept it clean, kept it consistent, you know, and he's just done a fantastic job.
Yep. I think we're going to get the top 4 starting another lap, but it's going to be tight.
Now, I see the big battle here is can Upright keep it clean and keep it clean enough to not come under pressure from Whale, who was in P3 on his final lap of the race.
Yep. Okay, we have a few finishers. KD the Kai in 5th, Binny in 6th, the Roses in 7th, Zainisa in 8th, Chef in 9th, Patman in 10th on the mediums, Kia Clearer 11th, Big Crazy Bertie in 12th, and Pedro in 13th. So that's going to leave Racing Roger 3 seconds clear. And then we have the top 4 still racing hard, and Whale on the tail of Uprack.
Something interesting to note for this 1 hour endurance race, Uprack on the harder compounded tyre, on the racing softs compared to Wales super softs, has more front wear than the softer compounded tyre.
He does. It does show you how good Whale is on his tyres.
Certainly does.
And no one yet has used the hard tyre. So we're going to we will see during the endurance race everyone at some point run that hard compound tyre. And as Bila Dorada has said in the chat, great recovery from Roses. You beat me to that one, man.
Ulbracht's gone deep into the final corner. He is going to get... Now, Will has to know this run out this final corner to get a run on the Supra. He goes in, he cuts it in, a nice apex, oversteer from Ulbracht. Can Whale get the run onto the line? He's closing. I don't know. Is he gonna have the slipstream to do it? He pulls out.
Oh!
The gap is 400ths of a second, and that's how it finishes. Upright keeping P2 by 400ths of a second. Absolutely crazy scene in this race.
Great racing from the pair of them, right up to the finish line.
No, one more lap, you know, saying one more lap, and we could have seen a different second and third place finish.
Well, that is the sprint race over, ladies and gents. Now it is time for the endurance race.
Got 5 minutes.
Yeah, a couple of minutes, a little recess. If you want to put that in the chat, I will just put a intro play on the stream and we'll be right back. And just a reminder for everyone, after the endurance race is going to be some Hawkeye Meme Cup racing, so look forward to that, and we will be right back. Okay, you're off. Okay, here we go. We're back live again. So, we are going to see what these amazing drivers can do for the endurance race. It's just loading up now. And we now have changed time of day as well, so we have a little bit of a different look to the race as well.
Is it reverse order? Or
I better check that. No, it won't be reverse order. It'll be the same order as the last race.
now, who do you think? I'm thinking Upright could probably be at a pretty big disadvantage.
Yes, it's going to be interesting, especially with that tyre wear.
Only 10 minutes into the race, and he had more tyre wear than the people on the super softs.
I suppose it's just going to depend on how we can race the strategy and how well or how far we can push those tyres.
Now, I think Bite the Roses could be a very good sign, very good for in this race. Because he had a poor first lap where he dropped the wheel on the grass and spun.
Absolutely.
He managed to cut his way through the field.
Absolutely, but as a rundown for the last race, we had Racing Roger, Uprack, Whale, Gamer Freak, Katie Lakai, Binny, Roses, Zionista, Chef, Patman, Gia Clayla, Big Crazy Bertie, Pedro, and Sarah Hawkey. So yes, those top 7 are going to be very close together at the end of the race, I feel.
Now, who's going to tell Uprack that Louis was actually in the Z4 and not
I don't want to be the one who tells him that.
Bonkers.
Absolutely mad skills from Mr. Racing Roger.
The guy is an absolute machine.
Right, just a reminder to everyone, all the drivers should be starting on the same tyres they used in the last 2, well, in the qualifying and the sprint race.
I'll make sure to put that in chat. Same tyres you finished the sprint race on, please.
No, not finished. Not finished. Started. Never mind.
Well. I mean, no one changed tyres during the race. It's technically the same.
True. Very true. And Zionito just said, is Kirk starting to sweat about his bet yet? Because I think that bet is on. I think we need to fill in the watchers of what that bet is, Kirk.
I really can't remember.
Never mind. If Mrs. Zionisa can remind everyone what the bet is for Kirk's...
Remind the simpleton.
Right. Hopefully, ladies and gents, will be ready in a moment.
Yes, sir. We're just waiting on Game Freak, Zionista, and Sarah to ready up for this final race.
As soon as that is done, we will be off.
Yeah, I'm looking at a lot of people in this race who could give impressive races. Like Katie the Kite. Will he be able to challenge Upright on tyre wear? Maybe not on pure pace alone, because Upright is a very, very, very fast driver.
Indeed, we shall see what will happen. Alright, we're just waiting on Miss Hawkey, and then we will be off. Hopefully she's still not suffering with some more technical difficulties. And on track we have Gita Claire and Whaleontologist going at it again. These two can't seem to stop it.
So who do you think will win this 1 hour endurance race?
Oh, I think it's got to be between Racing Roger and Whaleontologist. It's going to be very close between those two. And I'm not going to discount Uprack, well, Gia Clayder, Roses, or even KD the Kai. It just depends on who has a clean race, frankly.
Yeah, just one mistake can Especially on the first lap, one mistake can put you right at the back of the pack. Leave you a big recovery drive. But then again, we remind all drivers that this is a 1 hour endurance race.
And there's a lot of shenanigans between here and there.
And you cannot win the race in the first lap.
That is very true, but you can lose it in the first lap, in the first corner. So I would ask all the drivers go nice and sensible for the first lap or so. What happens though is anyone's guess. There we go. I think we are all readied up. Right, so one very last quick check of the settings, and we will get cracking. What's your interest on the? Who do you think is going to win the midfield battle? Who do you think is going to be sneaking into perhaps a podium position or top 5?
I think my money on my podium will be. I don't know, because it's crazy because we have 4 really good, really fast drivers with Racing Roger, Whale, Uprack, and Katie the Kai. You know, I'm not too sure who can squeeze on the podium. But I'm thinking. I think Katie Kai might just lose out on the podium positions. I'm thinking it's going to be Louis, Whale, then Uprack.
Quite possible. And a quick word from the chat. Sioniso said, didn't the bet involve a goat, some yogurt, and a priest? Well, that'll be for us to talk about later. So, on that note, we're going to get the race started. Is Gamer Freak, is he ticked in?
Yes, because he's in the pit lane.
Fantastic. Right, okay. Let's get this show on the proverbial road. Right, feel free to do your crofty thing. Lights out and away they go, and we will see what happens.
Booty, let's go racing. Sorry, that's NASCAR.
That's something else, mate. I'll tell you that much.
So our top 3 is Racing Roger, Uprack, and Whale. However, we do have some mighty quick people in behind.
We certainly do. But keep an eye from the last start. Keep an eye on Gamer Freak. Here we go.
So Racing Roger with a fantastic start. Gamer Freak with a very good start, being able to jump up right off the line. Heading into turn 1, we have Racing Roger followed by Gamer Freak, right? Oh, Bite the Rose is breaking a bit too late and giving Uprack a little tap, making him lose 2 positions to Whale.
Rose has gained a lot of positions in that first corner. We'll have to see if that was over aggressive on the replay, but so far we can see he's gained a lot of positions. And we've got Katie the Kai going very wide into turn 4. All of them making it round the first lap, it seems. I can't see any damage so far.
But no penalties either. Or they're trying to go 4 wide into turn 6. That's something that just isn't going to work, people.
Well, somehow they have made it around.
Oh, Whale with a penalty.
Oh, yeah, and he's got rid of it before Dunlop. Very good thinking, actually. He's done it on the straight, is where he should done. And he's managed to not lose too many places.
Importantly, still keep in touch with the cars ahead.
Absolutely.
Oh, Bite the Roses. 1.5 seconds worth of penalties. Yeah, that is...
Absolute shout out to Pedro, who's gone from, I think, 13th up to 9th by halfway around the first lap.
Katie the Kai on a very poor first lap, going from P5 to P7.
Oh, we have Mr. Racing Roger out front, who's just about to fall into the slipstream of Gamer Freak, who is also on super soft tyres, so we're going to see a battle for first this time. We've got Uprack and Whale glued together again.
Is Whale decided not to challenge Uprack into this going to second lap, lifting off, braking early?
He could be playing the long game, could be saving fuel.
Certainly could be.
Now that is one aspect that we need to be aware of in this. I mean, you may very well be faster than the guy in front, but you may just lift off, save fuel, and save time overall. So it is a possibility.
Pac-Man making a mistake. Looks like he possibly could have gone wide a little bit.
Yeah, he's down to 12th and fighting with Chef. Roses has dropped back a lot since the first lap. I have a feeling he's let the other drivers through from turn 1.
No, we got a 1.5 second penalty on the first lap.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, he had to serve down the straight as well. But Pedro had a penalty, half-second penalty.
He's still a 9th. He's still sitting there on his soft tyres. He's doing well.
Possible mistake from Racing Roger, as now Game Freak is all over the back of him.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a change to the lead here. Gamer Freak is lighting up the times with that AMG. We also have Whale up with Uprack as well.
So, very important to note that the AMG is much better in the straight line than compared to the Z4.
But
Going down to turn 1, is Louis going to defend from Game Freak? No, he doesn't. Game Freak takes that inside line, the optimum line you want for turn 1. So being able to go out, if you can get that racing line, then your chances are you're going to get that better run, running that run from turn 2 and turn 3, or the king of turn 2 and turn 3. And Gamer has got it done. He is now ahead of Racing Roger in the Z4.
But we have Gia Kalela, Roses and Katie the Kai stuck together as well. Lots of little battles going on all the way up and down the field.
Calm down, people. It's a good old 56 minutes left for this race.
Well, hopefully they settle down for a little bit. We've got Pedro and Binny and Zionisa all together with, remember, Pac-Man in the Genesis is on medium tyres. So see how long he can go on that. Sarah defending from Chef. Again, Sarah on the medium tyres, doing well, holding her ground.
We're going 3 wide into Dunlop. Katie the Kai, Bite Roses, and Giniella.
Oh, Gia Kalela. Yeah, he's picked up the place from Roses, and those two racing the CCSR as well, so that they know each other fairly intimately from a few races, so they know how to respect and race with each other. And Pedro's catching them. He's catching a pair of them in that Corvette. He's going to be quick in a straight line too.
Now, if you're Racing Roger, do you stick behind Gamer Freak and get the same fuel and tyres? But however, it seems they have lost a bit of time to the cars behind, as the gap is now less than a second.
Yeah, Gamer Freak is going very defensive into turn 1. I think Racing Roger is just trying to save fuel, if I'm honest. I wouldn't be surprised if he's let Gamer Freak go, only to stick with him and use him as a fuel saving device through the slipstream.
Bite the Roses in Nikiela is Ryan. Bite the Roses takes the inside line and follows through. Perfectly fine. Great movement. Well, not overly good move, just a normal turn 1 move. However, it looks like if they are not careful, Uprack and Whale, the 2 cars chasing third and fourth, will be within the slipstream range. Oh, Gamer Freak going wide out of turn 6.
Yeah, I think it's got to that point where, yeah, Uprack and Whale are joining the battle, coming down to Dunlop. Will Racing Roger go for the move? He's sticking behind. I think he knows that Z4 is terrible on a straight line, so he's just trying to... He's playing a bit of strategy here, I would feel.
Now, if you're Uprack, do you attack and overtake and push where your tyres are still fresh, knowing that you have worse tyre wear than the cars around you?
I think he's got to.
Because even now, even him on his softs has worse tyre wear than the people on the super softs all around him.
Well, we've also got Binny and Pedro now effectively glued together. Still only 10 seconds off the lead, so they're doing pretty damn well. And on softer tyres, this is going to play out in the long run.
Bite the Rose. Oh, Katie the camera's made a mistake somewhere. Bite the Rose. It looks like Bite the Rose is in already.
Oh, he's changing strategy. Interesting. No, it's Gamer Freak that's in. And Bite the Roses. Well, okay, that's a complete change of strategy. And Uprack's taking the lead down to turn 1, but Racing Roger cuts back and gets it back off him. So these three are going to possibly slowing each other up, while the others are going to change onto a completely different strategy. Let's see what they go for. Right, Gamer Freak's back out. Alongside, oh, Gamer Freak has cut that white line. That's going to be a penalty. But he's also gone to medium tyres. Roses is out, keeps to the white line, but he's gone to hard tyres. He's getting that stint over and done with.
See, yeah, you don't want to be fighting right now, do you? Because otherwise you will be losing time to Gamer Freak, who has appeared early. But the question is, are they going to respond? Are they going to box early and try and cover off that undercut from Gamer Freak, or are they going to try and go for the overcut?
Well, we shall see when they come past the pit lane. And we have Katie the Kai and Gia Kalela on the super soft tyres, racing hard against each other, followed by Pedro, Binny, Zynista, and Binny. Zynista being opportunistic as always, he's cut down the inside of Binny, closely followed by Pac-Man, who's looking very racy in that Genesis.
It certainly is. Never count the man out. You know, he is one to come back later in the race, a bit like Whale.
Absolutely.
Go deep and come back later in the race.
Absolutely. It's good to see Sarah still on track on those medium tyres. We have to see what strategy she comes up with, and we still got Bite the Roses. He seems to have dropped behind quite a lot. I wonder if he's had an incident.
Racing Roger turning in on Whale, who was alongside in the braking zone. What is the gap? Gamer Freak is currently just over 20 seconds down on the first place, up rank.
Which is obviously a full pit stop, and he's now got much fresher tyres, so we shall see how he starts to catch.
I am just going to have to leave you for a minute, Luke. I'll be back in a second.
Not a problem. Well, we have some good battles going on. We have Upright Racing Roger and Wayentologist in a three-way fight for the lead, coming into the Dunlop corner. And you cannot separate those cars with any more than a sheet of paper. Racing Roger down the inside at turn 13. This is going to carry on all the way turn 16 and down to the straight, I would imagine. And Wayentologist just sitting handedly, but perhaps saving a bit of fuel. In fact, he has the best fuel out of the three of them. Now, does anyone go for a pit stop this early? Okay, down the main straight. Is anyone going to pit, or are they all going to stick together? These three are unbelievably close together. Following up behind Gia Kalela and Katie the Kite. Back to the battle for first. Are they going to come out in the same positions? They seem to change every other corner. Okay, Racing Roger down the inside, regains the lead, but for how long? Wentologist picks up second. Very opportunistic. Okay, down into the Coca-Cola corner. You have to be aware of those curbs. You can get a curb glitch there, and you can be ejected out to the left. I know from experience. Looks like Racing Roger is going to fight every inch of the course to stay in the lead. He knows one speed, and that is an aggressive full throttle speed. Okay, so we have Gela Kaleda, Katie the Kai racing close together. Those tyres are looking a bit worn. Pedro up to 6th. Very good race from him, with a half-second penalty, sadly. Zynisa in 7th. Pac-Man still on those medium tyres. He looks like he's going to be going long. Maybe not quite as long as he'd like if he keeps burning out those rears. Big Crazy Bertie, giving homage to Mr. Bila Dorada, closely followed by Chef. Gamer Freak on his new medium tyres, picking up the pace a bit, closely followed by Sarah, and Bite the Roses, and looks like Binny, he's been in for a pit stop, and he's gone to soft tyres as well. Okay, back to the final corner, Panasonic corner, turn 16, we have those three together again. Welcome back, Kirk.
I'm just looking at the gap between Gamer Freak and the leaders, and that gap isn't exactly getting short. Racing Roger's in as well.
He is indeed.
The question is, will he be taking tyres of fuel, or is he just going to take tyres?
That is a possibility. He may just not fuel up at all.
Be interesting to see where he comes out.
Katie the Kai was in as well. So we've got the first round of pit stops.
Race Roger's on another set of super softs with no fuel. So I see what he's doing. He'll be going absolutely flat out on this set, and then going full tank on hard tyres, possibly to the end of this race.
Quite possibly. Just by the way, your mic's gone very quiet.
Is this any better?
Much better. You've moved it closer to your face, haven't you?
I certainly have done.
Good man. Okay, shout out to Pedro, who's sitting in fourth at the moment with decent tyre wear. Oh, Zionista and Batman close together again, and there's battles all the way through the field again.
Also,
Oh, Racing Roger passing Chef coming back through the pack.
Also interesting to note, the drivers on the soft tyres have more tyre wear than the people who are on super softs.
Interesting.
Both Upright and Pedro have more tyre wear than the super soft runners of Whale and keeping it.
Interesting. It just shows you how much they are pushing the tyres. It could be differences in the cars as well. Oh, a little bit of a tap from Big Crazy Bertie on Zionista. Just about to get away with that. Racing Roger's cut through, and he is cutting through the pack. That's very aggressive from Mr. Racing Roger.
Upright is in this lap. It leaves Whale to go on for a few more laps on the super soft tyres.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see Whale go on for another 3 or 4 laps on those.
Interesting to see that again. Gamer Freak maybe pitted a bit too early, as he is stuck now. There's the same cars that Louis, the Racing Roger, just had to fight through. He is now stuck behind them all as well.
Oh, Pedro's in, Gear Kalela's in as well. Oh, we have an absolute mess going down to turn 1. Oh, Gamer Freak's being very opportunistic there. Got Zionista on the brakes. Oh, Big Crazy Bertie. I don't know if he lost it under braking there or he's been pushed off. Unlucky Mr. Big Crazy Bertie, who has been an epic last-minute driver.
Upright is on the hard tyres with a full tank of fuel. 45 minutes, I think that's a long way to go if he's going to not pit again.
Well, he would definitely be going long on this one, I would imagine. He's getting that hard tyre out the way, but you could easily see him do a handful of laps and just change tyres and go for softs for the rest of the race.
Just on a note, Racing Roger is caught up almost over 2 seconds on Whale on this lap alone.
Oh, you should see Zionista's tyres. These front tyres are toast. And he has Chef with the soft tyres compared to the super softs, and he's all over him. Looks like those super softs are absolutely dying on Zionista's car.
Oh, well, this is perfect for Upright because he just isn't going to get held up by him. He's not going to get stuck in behind these.
Whale's in.
Now, interesting. Where are you going to come out to Gamer Freak? Gamer Freak has closed the gap by about a second. But is Whale going to take any fuel? Or is he just going to go for tyres?
Well, we shall see. They're in the pits now.
There's tyres. Is he taking any fuel?
He is taking fuel.
He is taking fuel. Zionista in as well.
He's on the hard tyre. He only took a little splash of fuel though, only about 7%.
Interesting. But now we have Racing Roger, who has a really wide there from Gamer Freak. Is that going to be dirty tyres that puts him under threat from Whale?
Yeah, and Whale, well, although he has the hard tyre on, so Upright has fallen back massively, but that would be due to taking lots of fuel on. So we got.
And he is on the hard tyre as well. Don't forget.
He is indeed. He's getting that one out of the way. But KD Nakai is up to 6th, and you've got Gear Kalela all over the back of Upright. I mean, he's going to use those super soft tyres, but how wide is Upright going to make that car?
Can I just say, very good drive with Patman.
Absolutely.
Up into P2, although he hasn't stopped yet. He's still got more fuel than all the other people. Again, except with Chef. He has not pitted yet, and he's in P5.
Yeah, they're doing well. Yes. Well, Mr. Patman 292 has a habit of doing this, getting those tyres to go long. I know from being one of his teammates in the CCXR with Team Dabbled, he does this, and he does it well.
Is Patman going to go for a one-stop?
Well, that is the question. Can you get the fuel to last that long? If you get that fuel anywhere near 30 minutes, this could be a one-stop race.
I mean, what, we've had just over 15 minutes of this race has gone, and he's only used just under half of his tank of fuel. So it's a general possibility.
It is.
That he could do a one-stop.
That's going to be an interesting one, but we've had quite a variation on the strategy. We had Waylandologist in after only a handful of minutes, we had Gamer Freak in after only a handful of minutes. It's going to be interesting to see what they all do. A lot of these drivers still have to use a hard tyre, of course.
The only drivers that do not have to use the hard after this don't have to use the hard tyre anymore is Whale, Up and Upright. They are, and By the Roses. By the Roses was one of the first people to pit as well, wasn't he, for the hard tyre?
It was indeed.
I'm looking at this and I'm thinking people like By the Roses, Upright, and a Whale who was picked up a penalty, a track limits penalty. Are the people to be watching out for, as these will be the ones charging through the pack at the end of this race.
Absolutely.
Now, the question is, does Pac-Man defend from Game of Freak and Whale? You know, any time he costs them now will only help his race further on. As long as he don't cost himself, as long as he can cost them time but not himself too much time, you know, it could be real good. And they're both on medium tyres.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And yeah, they're close together, Mr. Iraq and Pac-Man. Oh, and we have Game of Freak going for the pass out of the final corner.
Also, interesting to see, although Game of Freak it's got 5 lap newer tyres, the tyre wear between them both isn't that much different.
We might even see Pac-Man come back into turn 1. Oh, he is going for it. Oh.
Getting squeezed a bit there by Game of Freak.
Right. So that was good racing, that one. That was very, very hard, but very good racing.
A little bit oversteering him. It's like Chef is just lost the position to Katie the car.
Yeah, but he's still going on those soft tyres. He's still going for it. Nearly 20 minutes in, still on the same set of tyres.
Very impressive first in. Same with is Benini?
Binny, yeah.
Yeah, Binny, has he boxed yet?
He has indeed. We've got Gia Kalea going down the inside of Chef into turn 6 and 7. And Upright is going to be, unfortunately, very slow during this phase of the race, but due to all that fuel he's got and those hard tyres, he will come back at the end of the race.
Racing Roger, he is absolutely just left on those super soft tyres. Question is, are the others going to be able to hunt him down quick enough to really challenge him at the end of the race?
We will find out. I'm interested to I'm interested to find out if Zionisa likes having front tyres or not, because he's now on super softs and trying to close down on Roses, who is on those hard tyres.
Here we are, Pac-Man defending from Whale.
And we have Roses and Pedro together as well.
Whale on the inside of Pac-Man. Pac-Man didn't seem like he's fighting too hard. He's fighting to celebrate too hard. You know, at the end of the day, it looks like quite a simple move for Whale.
Yeah.
Fight it as hard as he did for Game Freak.
And KD the Kai and Gia Kalea together as well.
Oh, that was a little bit of a squeeze there for Kalea. Upright having a little race of his own.
Yeah. Must be feeling a bit lonely at the moment. But it's good to see so many different people from so many backgrounds, so many cars all close together on the track and behaving themselves.
So again, Pedro's still in that top 10 position, which is very impressive.
He's doing well, and he's having a good fight with Roses. And right behind the pair of them on super soft tyres is Zionista.
Looking at the lap time, Louis is dropping the chasing pack behind by almost 2 seconds a lap.
But Pedro wide out of turn 6 has picked up a penalty, and he's got Zionista all over the back of him.
Zionista goes for it into Dunlop.
He has, and he's made it. Now he's going to be on the back of Roses, so Roses better watch out. And where is he going to try and pass him? This is a very twisty sector.
Game of Freak must have made a mistake somewhere. Oh, Whale almost dropping it into the wall. They're saying that Whale is all over the back of Game of Freak, who are on those much older medium tyres. It'd be interesting to see going to about half an hour left. I think that is enough where you can start making start pitting, not taking any fuel. Pac-Man is in.
He is in indeed. Oh,
does he go through the hard tyres?
Roses and Zionisa glued together on the main straight.
Pedro is in. Pedro and
Oh,
Vinny is
down to turn one. Down to turn one. Big pass coming up. Zinesa into turn one. Picks up the pass on Roses. Uses those super softs to full effect.
It looks like Pac-Man is going to try and go to the end of this race. Full tank of fuel and on those hard tyres as well. Oh, big mistake from Vinny. He's gone on the hard tyres where he hasn't taken any fuel.
He might be going for a very quick stop. Quick race on those hard tyres. You might not like them. This could be a unique strategy. It could be a handful of laps on the hard tyres and then straight back to mediums and softs.
Katie the car with that penalty.
Yeah, big 8 tenths penalty. That's going to hurt him coming down the main straight, but he might take the opportunity because he's on very low fuel. He might. Ooh, would you think he might take the penalty and go straight into the pits at the same time? Change the hard tyres and go to the end.
Very possibly. But here we are. Everyone is fighting for this second place. We've got Game Freak, Whale, and Gignac.
Oh, he's taking the penalty. He's taking the penalty. Nope, he's carrying on.
Game Freak defending hard. Whale going around the outside. Is he going to be able to outbrake the Danish driver into the first corner? He does he? Ah, no. Game Freak just managed to get that race in line.
Watch Kalela right behind him.
They're going side by side into turn 3. A little bit of rubbing. But yeah, Robin is racing to an extent.
Oh, that's tight. That's tight.
Going up in his way, going to be able to get some kind of a move, set himself up for either the hairpin or going into Dunlop.
We will see. Skier Kaleda, I'm watching at the moment because he's cutting back on Whale, using that grip of those super softs. And of course, Whale's on the hard tyres, isn't he?
Yeah, if anything, I feel like this could be advantage in Whale right now, trying to hold him up. All Game of 3 going deep.
Yeah.
With them all being held up by Whale on the hard tyres, I feel like it's only going to help Whale later on in this race when he's running them down.
Quite possibly.
Now, what do people do about Racing Roger? You know, he's disappeared out front. However,
he's in. He's also in. He's in. Pushing it to the absolute limit with that entry to the pit lane. But you have to be careful of the pit exit as well. Remember that.
Is he gonna go for a set tire? Oh, it looks like someone else. And Gil, I'm not.
Gia Kalela.
Gia Kalela.
Close enough. Say Gia.
We've got Katie the Cayenne as well.
Yeah, we've got them all in. We've got Gamer Freak, Gia Kalela, Katie the Kai, Uprack, and Racing. Uprack is in! That is surprising. He's getting rid of those hard tyres.
You must not like him too much.
Well, we have to wait and see what all the others do. We've got Mr. Racing Roger going back to Super Softs.
On a full tank of fuel.
We've got Roses down the outside of Racing Roger. Oh, skids a little bit. Racing Roger gets through and he has those super softs, so he's going to pull away very quickly compared to those hard tyres.
That was a very important move there for Racing Roger, because if he got stuck behind the back rows for even a little bit, that could have been a big trouble. Absolutely.
But yeah, he at least now has a full tank of fuel. So it's now up to Whale to start pushing. See where he can get to. Let's have a look. At the moment, we've got Binny at the back, who is on medium tyres. Sarah's still on her medium tyres. I think that's the second set. She's doing well, coming down the pit straight, right behind Pedro, who's now on the hard tyres as well. Got Katie the Kai, also on hards.
Also, we've got a lot of the quicker drivers, due to pit stops and different shinies, that are right down the order, like Katie the Kai,
Yep.
Rack, and Game Freak. They've got to fight their way back through to the front of the pack.
Absolutely. We've got to see where they all come out in the end.
Zinesa are doing very well, although he's due his stop for the hard tyres. I think he's still got mandatory tyres he needs to take on the hards. He is right up behind a Bite the Roses, who is on the hard tyres.
Absolutely. We have Chef and Patman glued together again. Obviously, Patman being on those hard tyres, as Chef crawling over the back of him through the last sector.
Racing Roger taking 3 seconds out of Whale in his last lap.
That shows you the difference between the tyres and the fuel loads. Oh, we've got Pac-Man coming wide up the final turn. Looks like Chef's getting them out of the final corner. That's going to be a drag race down to the first corner, but we know that that Genesis is not that quick in a straight line.
Is Chef going to defend from Pac-Man? That is the question. Or is Pac-Man just going to lift off and not take the challenge?
Well, we know Chef might be trying to go to the end, so realistically he's got to try and save as much fuel as possible.
Oh, Bertie's in.
Look at those soft tyres, absolutely nuked. He's driving them as if he's paying for them.
Is he going to go hard and try and get to the end of this race?
Oh, he's in that zone.
Sarah's in as well.
Yep. Yeah, you can see the time for Big Crazy Bertie is just coming down and down. Zionisa currently up to third. Absolutely great race on him. He's got past Roses, unseen by us, but he now has. Absolutely.
I'm just saying, very impressive because look how worn those super soft tyres are. In fact, he's managed to find the grip. And to be fair, him and Bite the Roses are actually battling for actual position as they're both very low on fuel.
Yep, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's in now.
However, Bite the Roses doesn't have to use the hard tyres while Zionista does.
Yep, absolutely correct.
Gamer Freak attacking. I'll get the name right eventually.
Say gear. Okay, we've got Bite the Roses on Zio down into turn 1, so those hard tyres are coming in now. Those super softs of Zio are pretty much dead. Although he's fighting back. This is the race on track at the moment.
Oh, Gamer Freak. Going to be inside. No, Uprak is just staying behind looking pretty, watching. Waiting for his opportunity to strike.
We've got Gear Clay that he's on those hard tyres now.
Whale is starting to catch up the two drivers at the back of the log. Oh, Sarah's spun. Looks like she may have gone a little bit wide into the penultimate corner and just picked up at the touch that grass a little bit and just spun.
Yep, she's on the hard tyres, going to those tyres. In that Corvette, it's so easy to light them up and have a little spin.
Certainly is. Whale is boxing this lap. He's finally had enough of those hard tyres and he's like, get me on something more grippy.
Might be rolling out the one stop in this race. Everyone seems to go for that hard tyre, fuel it up and then go, nope, it's too slow.
I know Pac-Man is still on his hard tyres.
We shall see if he can get the fuel to last. That's going to be the trick.
Uprak is attacking Gear Kayla.
You finally got it.
Yeah, about time. Wow. Bite the Rose is completely out of fuel.
Oh, he's just coasted into the pits. Well done there. And Zionisa was in as well.
Oh, Gamer Freak with a penalty.
Yeah, fairly big penalty, I'm afraid.
Now we play the game of Hunt Down Racing Roger. When is he going to pop box for his hard tyres?
That is going to be the question. He's pushing that Z4 faster than it's ever gone before.
Also, I think Zionista could be right in this race as well, because some people in front still have to box their hard tyres. Pac-Man and Katie the Kai are fighting. Katie the Kai getting the cut back on him. Is he going to be able to, if I go on board with him, is he going to be able to get that run out of the corner to
well, both on the hard tyres. This is a race for position. Batman forcing Katie the Kai wide in the entry to the corner. Perfectly legal. And takes up the apex and then picks it up into now the even twistier part of the course. Of course, both of these cars understeer like nobody's business, so neither of the cars are particularly quick through this section. But we do have Zionisa on the hard now. So, by my reckoning, that leaves only a handful of drivers who haven't touched the hard so far.
Big Crazy Bertie is on the is boxed for the soft tyre.
He's had the hard zone. So that leaves, basically, well, Racing Roger.
Kai's in. Yeah, I think that is. It's just Racing Roger.
I think Chef hasn't had them yet.
Yep, Zion's on him. Bite the Roses has. Pedro is on him. Binny? Is Binny at him?
Oh, Sarah's had a bit of a spin. I don't think Binny's had them.
Game of Freaks still hasn't got rid of his penalty. Yeah, he still has that penalty on board with him. Upright overtaking Whale, P3. Very impressive drive for Upright.
And now he's able to push a bit harder. Now he's got rid of those hard tyres as well. And he's got Wayland Tollis right behind him with a lot more fuel and a lot softer tyres. So this last stint has been very kind to Whale, who's now going for it.
Yeah, if I'm Whale, just let Upright up the inside line and just get the cut back on him like that.
Just like that.
Absolutely beautiful from Whale right there. You know, perfect example of the cutback, you know. Is Upright going to be able to challenge him when you go into turn 1?
He's going for it.
Yeah. Whale, there's the inside line. And it appears my keyboard has stopped working, so I can't go on board with people. We love that.
Upright down into turn 1, round the outside. He's held it. Oh, but that super lights. Oh, they've come together, and they've had Upright is off. He's into the barrier. That's going to be damage.
Wow.
That's big damage from Upright.
Oh, and it's heavy as well, isn't it?
Yep, that's engine damage.
He has to go all the way around the track.
That's unlucky. That is unlucky. That will definitely be looked at after the race, though.
That is Upright's race ruined.
Unfortunately, there goes your favourite in the race.
Such a shame. A very good race up to that point.
Well, we can still see if Whale can chase down Racing Roger, but he's now 27 seconds behind Mr. Racing Roger, who Racing Roger has a little bit less fuel, but he still has to take that hard tyre. I think Gia Kalela right now is looking pretty damn good. He's on that hard tyre. Doesn't have all that much fuel, but he'll be in soon. And absolute shout out to Chef and Pac-Man for placing very highly at the moment. And we might be seeing Pac-Man go to the end if he can manage that fuel. But it's only just over half a tank with 24 minutes to go, so that's going to be a stretch.
Oh, Pedro has got a penalty as well.
Okay, Upright has fallen behind Roses and will probably be behind Zionisa very shortly.
There's still plenty of time left in this race.
Absolutely.
We'll be able to fight back. Go in there, get a set of fresh soft tyres, no fuel, fresh softs, and fly like the wind.
Well, can he make a set of softs last 24-ish minutes?
Yeah, it's amazing. Upright has lost over half, well, at least a quarter of that to Whale. Now it's important that he doesn't push too hard now. Oh, Pedro's in as well.
Getting rid of those hard tyres. Fulfilling the criteria, getting rid of those hards.
Question is Upright going to be able to, well, he's got to push now to the end of this race, but you don't want to push too hard and get up any silly penalties, right? Well, no, Upright's gone for the medium tyre, which is a interesting choice, tyre.
Not quite a full tank of fuel, so he might be trying it. It might be going to the end, but he is nearly a full lap down on Racing Roger.
If I'm looking at the cars ahead, and I think Pac-Man has a real good chance at a top 5 finish here, because at least one driver in front of him needs to pit again. However, he's being chased down by Bite the Roses, who is on the soft soft tyres compared to his hards, or the longer they go, the more it goes into Pac-Man's favour. Because obviously they're both similarly worn right now, but the longer they go, the more worn those soft tyres are going to become.
Quite possibly. Going
also,
forwards, we have Gamer Freak who's not spending his penalty on the straights, so that will be mentioned to him in the post race. But this is obviously an Expo, so we will sort of enforce that a lot more for the championship. But he is a last minute step up, so we will try and correct that for the championship.
Kai going up the inside of Zainista into turn 1. Oh, it looks like he might have overcooked it a little bit into turn 1, but Zainista can't really make too much of it.
Yeah, he's on those hard tyres, so he might be going to the end also. We're saying that he hasn't got that much fuel, so that's definitely not going to happen.
I don't know. It's still possible. What? He's only got to make a quarter of a tank last 20 minutes.
I'd be very surprised if he manages it, but we shall see.
Yeah. So I say what we say. We've got half a tank. You can make half a tank work for about, it's not 8 minutes. So looking at taking that into account, it looks like Kiela might have to pit again. So might Chef. We're looking for Zainista might have to pit again, and that is it. Some people may have to pit again. So really, Pac-Man could be looking, maybe, possibly, if he can keep a consistent and clean pace up, he could possibly be looking at a podium finish, or maybe even Bite the Roses. But I think Bite the Roses is in a fantastic position in this race. His tyres may be a little bit worn out by the end of this race, but he could be in a real good position.
Possibly, and Chef is in. Chef is in.
Interesting to see what tyres is Chef going to take. Is Chef been on the hard tyres yet?
I don't believe he has.
So yeah, this might have to be hard tyres or super soft onto the hards. He's taking a little bit of fuel, but I wouldn't imagine he'd need too much fuel.
He's taken a lot. I think he's taken a lot. He's going to the end. It's the only sensible thing to do at this point.
I don't think he needed that.
He's on the hards.
He's taking way too much fuel.
Yeah, I think he is overfilled on that a little bit as well.
Let's see, who we got? We got Pac-Man in P6. I think he should bide his time, because Bite the Roses tyres are going to be worn out by the Racy Rogers in. This will have to be for the hard tyres. I'm pretty sure, because he has not run them yet.
Yeah, he definitely one of the remaining drivers who needs to run that hard tyre. And this has got to be to the end. This is either going to be another stint on the super softs and he's going to do one lap or so on the hards, but we have to wait and see what he does. Hard tyres. He's going to the end. He's got to be going to the end. He's out behind Whale.
This is where Whale needs to push hard now, because he's got to take advantage of these tyres right now, because Louis will be catching him by the end of this race if he stays out.
Yep, this is where the race is for first place now.
Certainly is.
But shout out for Gia Kalele. He's still there. He's still there in third.
Pac-Man has lost the position to... Gamer Freak taking too much fuel as well. Oh, and crosses the white line again. So we have not only do we have another driver taking too much fuel, he has crossed that white pit lane exit as well.
Unfortunately, it may be very penalty heavy for Gamer Freak, but I will state he's a very last minute jump in, and absolutely kudos for him for doing so.
Now I'm looking at this now, and I think
It's just, well, this isn't for the championship. This is only an Expo.
Kiela is going to have to pit at the end of it very soon, but then is he going to be able to chase down the likes of Bite the Roses and Katie Kai?
Well, from this time point, only under 18 minutes left, I would imagine he would be going for super soft tyres.
I'm looking at this battle for the podium positions, and Katie the Kite is catching quite quickly to Bite the Roses. We're looking at roughly around a second each lap.
Well, we have to see what they're going to do. I mean, we have Roses who I would imagine going to the end with that fuel load. But I don't know if Katie the Kai can make it.
Katie kind of a bit of oversteer there, and may have just accidentally tapped into a
Oh.
Pac-Man.
Gamer Freak and Pac-Man side by side out of the last corner.
Yeah, Kayla is in as well.
Yep.
Let's see. If I'm Kayla, I'll be taking the supers right now. I'm going taking a little, maybe a decent chunk of fuel, and I'm going straight to the end.
Yeah, absolutely.
The question is, where is he going to come out compared to Chef and Upright? He should be well out before them. So coming down the pitch right now. There we go. It's up on his way, and it's on the super soft tyres.
Yep, he's going to go for it.
Oh, that was an interesting choice. Oh, he's gone too deep in turn 1 as well.
Oh, that's going to cost him dirty tyres.
Upright got the inside of Chef.
He's on a recovery drive. He's on a mission. And Chef is on those hard tyres.
Whale has got a gap of just over 3 seconds down to Racing Roger, with just over 16 minutes left. How many laps is that? That's 9 or 10 laps left, possibly, maybe slightly more.
Yeah, I would say about 9 laps would be about right.
KD Kai might have to pit again, looking at those tyres, and so might Bite the Roses. Gamer Freak might have a secured podium here.
Well, I think it's going to be interesting to see if Whale, the longer he goes, the more I think he's going to be trying to go to the end. 15 minutes. I think he can do it on the fuel, but can he do it on those tyres? Mr. Racing Roger is going to start clawing him back. I think in about 5 to 6 minutes time. I have to keep an eye on that.
I mean, just looking at the times, what is it? He was, Whale was about 9/10 quicker last lap.
That's not going to maintain for long at that speed.
No, it's just...
Zionese is in.
Now, if I'm Zionese, I'll be going for a set of these super.
Absolutely.
See if I can chase that not rank up the P9 or P8, wasn't it? So Upright taking that P8 away from Zionista. Now he's got to chase down like so that Gia Kiela and Pac-Man, but I think they might just be too far away from now. Especially
We've just had from Zionista, he made a mistake going into the pits. He's gone in for fuel, but he hasn't changed his tyres. He's still on those hard tyres.
Oh no, Zionista! Oh no, Zionista, the humanity!
He's going to have to do it on raw speed alone. We've got to try and catch Chef. Chef for 9th.
Whale dropping Louis by another second.
But that front left is not looking happy on that 911. It's still 14 minutes and possibly another lap to go after that.
I mean, to be fair, it was still another 8 tenths again on that last lap. 7-8 tenths quicker.
That sounds like it's a difference in top speed of those cars. And you can see Mr. Racing Roger going a little bit sideways come out that corner.
No, he's pushing hard.
He doesn't know anything else. He doesn't know anything else. It's his only speed he's got. Oh, I think we have Pac-Man in the pits. We do. He's not going the full distance.
Oh, we've had someone drop out. Just realised, I think Bertie has dropped out of this race.
Yeah, we have lost Big Crazy Bertie. That could be connection. But I have to say, big thank you to Big Crazy Bertie for jumping in last minute.
Pac-Man's in. He's not one stopping. He's going on the ultras.
Yep, he's definitely going to be doing that. Changing to softer tyre.
Why is he taking fuel?
He's only taken up to half a tank. So he intends to push hard as possible, I would imagine.
Oh, that's
vicious
from him.
Oh, he's come out right up against Chef and right before Zionista. So these three are going to be fighting to the end.
Oh, we've just under 13 minutes left. The gap is now at 5 seconds between Whale and Racing Roger. However, looking at Whale's tyres, that tide will soon be changing.
And we can see KD the Kai, whose tyres are just about murdered. He's got to be in he's got to be in this lap. I mean, those tyres are dead. Quick splash and dash, super soft tyres, Corvette full power time.
Question is, but is he going to be able to catch a Gear Kielo who is also on the super soft tyres?
We will.
Pac-Man trying to get past Chef, pushing him through this final sector. He's going. Has he got that move stuck? He has. He sent it up the inside, going into turn of, I want to say
13.
14.
13 and 14. Yep. They could all flow into one round that. But Chef is on that hard tyre, so he's not going to be able to come back at Pac-Man, who's on this racing soft. And that Jaguar looks like a handful at the final corner.
KD the car is not pitted yet. And it's now going into clutches of Gamer Freak. What else do we have? The gap is now starting to stall out in front.
Yep, under 5 seconds, just about. Those tyres for that 911. This is where he's going to earn his money, Mr. Whale. He's going to earn that lucrative F1 contract if he can stay out in front of Racing Roger.
Those are lucrative bragging rights.
That too. That's worth more than F1 contract as far as I'm concerned. But I have to say, before we go into the final battle, big shout out to everyone who's racing. Actually, Wales in. That is surprising. He's not going to even attempt it.
Oh, I think he's calling it too late to try and catch Louis, or Racing Roger, should I say.
Well, I would suggest that's going to be splash and dash and super soft tyres, and he's going to try and push it to the end.
Definitely set of super softs. No fuel. Yep, straight out on the super softs. This race is on. It is way up. The gap is.
KD the Kai's in.
We're going out of turn 1. The gap is now 14.5 seconds. He's got 10 minutes to catch up that 14 seconds. But Louis is on the hard side. Luke, who do you think is going to win this race?
Oh, good God. Louis going to... Oh, jeez. Do you know what? I do not want to place a bet on this one, because Wayland told us he's going to be a man on a mission. And so is Racing Roger. Honestly, I don't think we can call it. Can Wayne Toll just keep his tyres together?
It's the consistency and the durability of the hard tyres can be too much for a whale to overcome.
That we're going to find out very shortly in the next 10 minutes.
Also, there is one man who I do not want to be chasing, and that is Racing Roger.
Yeah, there's one man you don't want any coming up behind you is Racing Roger, and he will definitely put up a fight if you catch him.
I mean, just looking at his previous 4 laps, all within half a second of each other, you know, that is some crazy consistency on them hard tyres. Absolutely,
and they're akin to driving on ice for some of these laps.
Surely Bite the Roses have got to be coming in this lap. Also, impressive drive from Upright, who after that little incident between him and Gamer Freak?
It was indeed. He's back up to 5th. Fighting with KD the Kai, who's coming at him on super soft tyres.
Oh, I think it might just be a P6 for him. But then even behind that, he's going to have to possibly defend from Pac-Man as well. Quite
possibly. And I tell you what, you can always tell when it's Pac-Man on the course, because that bright luminous yellow, you can't miss it, can you?
I'll tell you something. Whale is just caught Racing Roger up by almost 3 seconds on that previous lap.
But can he keep those tyres together for the full 8 more minutes? It's going to be tight. That pace is going to start dropping off in a couple of laps' time.
I don't know who's going to win this race. You know, this is what we love. We love at these really long endurance races coming down to the final minutes. Same at Dragon Trail, and it's same here again. You know, it doesn't matter how much the gaps open out during the race. It always seems to come down to these final 5 and 10 minutes.
It does indeed, and there's still battles all the way through the track as well. I will say a big shout out to every driver, because everyone is giving their heart in this, and they are doing absolutely brilliantly, every single one of them.
So who are our big battlers right now? Oh, KD the Kai sent it up the inside of Uprack into turn 6. It might have looked like KD might have pushed Uprack a little bit wide.
Well, I do urge all drivers, if they have anything to report after the race, it will be investigated by the stewards. And this won't be like in Formula 1, where we wait a week to give the results. It will be within the weekend, which is about 3 times faster than F1 FIA stewards.
The gap is now under 10 seconds.
I think Rose is going to the end, you know.
Whale has just took just over around 2.5 seconds out of racing Roger on that last lap.
He's on a mission. And we have Katie the car with the fastest lap of the race. Now that is outstanding, actually. When did he do it? He did that last lap. He's just done it. I just looked at it to see who done it, and he said it there and then.
No, I think Katie the car is just going a little bit wide on that AstroTurf right there. You don't want to be doing that too much, otherwise that is a one-way ticket straight into the wall.
Yep.
But yeah, I think KD Kai is just having fun now. He's just going to go and set a few flying laps because he's got the gap ahead is just over to his next possible overtake, which is by the Roses, because he may have to pit again because those tyres are looking mighty worn. Is about 20 seconds, well, not even 20 seconds, like 25 seconds. So I think KD the Kai is just going around for fun now. Quite
possibly, or we might be trying to get as close to Gamer Freak as possible, knowing, if you might have heard, we are saying that Gamer Freak will probably, unfortunately, inherit some penalties from crossing that white line.
Possibly so, and he took too much fuel as well during the pit stop.
Absolute shout out to Roses, who is pushing his AMG as hard as possible, and that left tyre looks like it's so second hand. It doesn't look like it's the right Formula tyre anymore.
It's looking like a nice 50p coin.
It's definitely going to be if he locks it up.
Oh, Gia Kiela is closing on Pac-Man.
Yeah, and Gia Kaleda with the super soft tyres is definitely going to be pushing hard. He definitely overfueled a little bit for that stop, so he probably would have been out in front of Pac-Man otherwise.
So in the final 5 minutes of this race, we have Whale, who seems to be slowing down his hunt of Racing Roger. The gap, I don't think he's going to have enough in the tank to catch him.
Well, they're on the same bit of track now. They can see each other. 6 seconds.
And his bike, the Rose, is going to have enough to defend from a Gamer Freak.
In all honesty, with those tyres, I don't think Roses have enough to defend from a go-kart right now.
They're both in that AMG, so fighting for that AMG bragging rights.
Absolutely. I'm going to be surprised if Roses manages to get that car to the finish line with the time, though. He's definitely pushing his luck a little bit. Of course, right behind them, catching them, is Katie the Kai as well.
So Racing Roger on that last lap set a 39.9, and Whale has set a new personal best with a 37.4.
I think the battle on track at the moment is between Uprack, Pac-Man, and Gia Kaleda. Sorry, I cut you off there.
Racing again, Whale taking out another 2.5 seconds off Racing Roger that last lap. My goodness, I don't know who's going to win this race. I can't call it.
4.7. And it's going to be 1 minute 37 lap. Well, that's going to be just over 3 and a bit minutes. That's at least 2 laps left to go. This might come down to the very last lap.
Whale is giving it all he has got. I mean, this just seems like a typical Whale drive, doesn't it?
Yep.
Take the slower tyres first and absolutely fly at the end of the race.
Oh, Uprack is in. He's not managed to go to the end.
What's his gap? I mean, I think Uprack is just going to go in for fastest lap now. Take a fresh set of the supers. And,
yep. I could see that. It's 3 points. Yeah, it's 3 points for that fastest lap, which is currently held by KD the Kai. So it is something worth considering. If you have the gap, you think you can get more points from dropping down the position and getting the fastest lap, it's worth doing. He's going to come out right behind Chef.
So what's the gap? Racing Roger's round! Racing Roger's round! He's gone well out the final corner and he's spun it!
He's got damage, critical damage as well.
Oh no! Can't believe that Racing Roger, after having such an impressive race, and looks like closing in right at the very end, he's got that damage.
He's going to be livid with himself on that one.
Oh, I don't think Black Roses have got enough fuel to go to finish, because we've got at least 2 more laps left. Well, you know, yeah, 2 more laps. This, 1 more. I know.
Yeah, 2 laps.
2 more laps left.
He's going to be pushing that thing.
He's got this one, at least 1 more. So after this one, he's got at least 2 more laps. I don't think he's going to do it. I think he's going to run out of fuel. He's going to have to box the fuel.
That's fuel mode 6, and then coast into the corners, and he's got Racing Roger right behind him. He's going to he's going to set the fastest lap of the race. I can guarantee you with his irritation now. But keep
I guess it's just Wales just get dropped into the red on fuel. You might have to do a little bit of fuel saving, but you know it's got a good lead over second place now, so you know there's nothing to worry about. Just how the real battle is Racing Roger going to be able to overtake Gamer Freak for P2?
I think he could overtake a supersonic jet with the anger he's probably got in that cockpit right now, and he's just gone round the outside of Rose's.
To be fair, Rose's tyres are pretty much dead.
Quite right. But I want to say absolute shout out to Patman, who's in up to 6th with Gear Kalena right behind him.
Is he going to be able to defend it? It looks like Gear Kalena's tyres are still slightly better condition. However, Patman has much less fuel.
Well, you're definitely going to have a little bit of a fuel advantage for Patman if he can make it round for the 2 laps.
I say our leader of this race, Whale, is starting his final lap now. Yeah, I must say it's been a very, very mightily impressive race.
Yeah, and we got Gamer Freak being challenged by Racing Roger for 2nd.
It's interesting to see, because if you just go on board with Racing Roger, you can just see how much slower. Even Slipstream is barely picking up any speed on that Merc. Oh, there we go, trying to go around the outside. Oh, it seems like turned a little bit. Oh, Biderose has the box, and no fuel left.
Oh, he couldn't quite do it. We got Racing Roger down the inside into turn 3, the Coca-Cola corner, and he's got 2nd.
Yep, there we are, final lap stop. Now, who's off? Oh, Biderose's finishes.
Oh, if he'd have just crossed the line, he would have carried on. That's a tactical error on that one. But we have Patman, who's been taken by Gila Kalela.
I don't think it would have been, because, you know, even if he crossed line, he'd been limited to 50 miles an hour because of fuel.
Very true, very true.
So, P7, Bite the Roses, P8 Upright, P9 Chef, P10 Zionista, P11 Binny, P12 Pedro, and P13 Sarah. And here we are, Whale comes out that final corner, you know, just taking it easy towards the line, no need to rush anymore. Giving the fans what they want, giving a nice old weed to the fans. You know, it's been an absolutely fantastic race for him. You could not fault him.
Class as absolutely always. And bad luck to Roses, who just said hello in the chat. And absolutely...
Gia Kayla and Patman fighting the final lap, and it looks like Gia Kayla might have forced his way up the inside and done the Dunlop hairpin and took P5 away from Patman.
Yeah, good effort from the pair of them, but absolutely stunning for Patman to bring home P6 in that Genesis. But he's not going to give up just yet, I would fear. And I will say to anyone who wants to report any incidents, so feel free to do so. Just message myself privately in Discord and we will go through them all. But I have to say, absolutely great driving from all the field. And as it stands currently, it's Whalentologist, Racing Roger, Gamer Freak in 3rd, KD the Kai, Gia Kalela, Pac-Man, Roses, Uprack, Chef, Ziny Sabini, Pedro, Sarah Hawkey, and Big Crazy Bertie. So thank you to all for racing. And this may be the end of the race, but we will be back for a championship very soon. Hopefully next week.
I'll tell you what, but who is, from that result race, who is your driver of the day?
Oh, I think... I'm biased, because he's my teammate, but Pac-Man and the Genesis gave a stonkingly good race. But I do think it has to go to Whale, just for being faultless.
Yeah, has to be Whale. Do we know if Racing Roger managed to get that fastest lap? Oh no, he didn't. Upright managed to grab it. Like 37.0.
There we go. And the fastest lap goes to Uprack. And commiserations to Roses. He tried a very aggressive strategy, but nice try. But so any incidents we will look at, feel free to message me privately, and we will look into them in depth as a three-person steward team. But I have to say thank you to each and every one of you for giving us some great entertainment with some races. But I will have to remind everyone now, before anyone goes anywhere, Miss Sarah Hawkey will be racing a meme set of lobbies, and we will be having a bit of fun to cool off with. Who was your driver of the day then?
Oh, it has to be Whale.
It has to be.
Whale. Yeah.
But
yeah, he was an absolute machine. You know, he was even at the end of the race when Louis was at front before he binned it. You know,
and I have to say,
he was catching by 2.5 seconds a lap.
And I have to give Binny credit because I said he didn't use the hards, but he was quite right. He used the hards very early on, so absolutely well done, mate. He did use the hards. So each driver used the hards, fulfilled the race rules, and each did very well. So congratulations to Whale. I think that's a great result, and congratulations to Racing Roger for another epic performance in that Z4. So you don't have to pay for your forfeit tonight, mate.
I tell you what, Whale is not a reserve driver. He's an actual official member of this league, isn't he?
He is now.
Oh, it's such a shame. You know, Louis, I was so looking forward to that. It looks like it was coming down to the very final few laps between you and Whale. It would have been very impressive to see if you could have held him off.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, those tyres, they catch the best of us out. And unfortunately, that's what it looks like it did to Mr. Racing Roger.
Yes,
Binny, who's up for another hour?
Although Patman did have a very impressive race. You know?
Absolutely. So there are a few incidents we will need to look into. There was a couple at turn 1. There was an incident between, I believe it was Whale and Uprack, but I would imagine that came down to non-aggressive behaviour, so we should be okay, but they will be looked at. But any drivers who want anything to be looked into, message me privately on Discord, and we will go from there.
Yeah, that's what we saw. What happened? You know, pushed that a little bit too hard. You know, that's what I was saying. You know, you want to push, but you don't want to push too hard, as that could is what ruins your race.
Quite right. Yeah, looks like Mr. Racing Roger, he caught the Astro and went round. It happens. Right, is Sarah still here? No, she's gone. She's gone to set up the lobby. And you're welcome, Mr. Waleontologist.
I'll tell you what, Upright did try his best after that crash.
Absolutely. And grabbed the fastest lap, so that would have been points in the bag. And I have to say, to Uprack, thank you for racing again. He had a very unlucky Expo 1, and he's come back a lot stronger, and he's shown his skill. So, thank you for coming back.
Definitely looking for wins when the season starts.
Absolutely. But as a hint to all, the Supra will not be allowed. There may be another couple of other cars, but we will discuss that over this weekend, and by Monday I hope to have a full set of rules in place ready for the championship. Right, let's see if Miss Hawkey has set up a meme race yet. Not yet. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play and have a quick look at the replay. I don't suppose you happened to save the replay for the sprint, did you?
No.
No, nor did I.
Oops. Should have reminded me, sir.
Yeah, likewise, I didn't remember till we were halfway through the endurance.
Actually, I think you could have saved the one in the endurance race. If you just backed out of spectator mode and went to the main lobby screen, you could have saved the replay from it.
Oh, fair enough. Wasn't aware of that. That is hindsight. That is hindsight for you.
That's a whoopsie.
It happens. Right, we're going to have a look at this. Look at some of these again and go from there.
I want to be able to race the Porsche Taycan in Sarah's meme race. Oh, good hell. Oh, that's a very good race there.
It was very entertaining all the way through.
Until Louis binned it.
Unfortunately, these results will happen. But good racing from all, it really was. But it's good seeing so many cars out on track and so many colours, so many manufacturers and so many drivers and so many backgrounds. All absolutely epic. Right, just going to put it into a very brief intermission mode while we set up the meme racing, and we'll be back very shortly. Look forward to the Hockey Cup meme racing in just a moment.
It's Roses. Roses is in the chat.
Hello, mate.
Come on, admit it. You're glad to see us.
I don't know if you've seen my message.
I have. He made me laugh.
I just broke too late.
It's alright. It happens, man. It happens. But do you want me to share what you said?
What?
Do you want me to repeat what you said in that?
Yeah.
Because it was, I'm self-reporting myself for that one, term one, and I just burst into laughter. Yeah. Fair, man. Hey, you had a good race, though, dude. So absolutely fair kudos to you. I mean, we all make mistakes.
I had the feeling by a goddamn lap.
we wondered if you were going to make it or not.
I saw the fuel. I was like, fuck.
It was a really good attempt, man. Absolutely epic attempt from you.
If I went onto the mediums, I would have probably done it. Or if I was just less aggressive on the softs.
Oh, it's a hindsight, man. It's a hindsight.
I mean, hindsight is 2020, isn't it?
Yeah. And going forwards in the championship, it will be... You learn to gauge it a bit better, and I mean, we all have the same issues the first time we do a new format. Or
I'm glad for banning the Supra. Oh.
yeah, it's always at the front, that car, and it's... I mean, yeah, the drivers that can handle it are epically talented, but they don't need the advantage of that.
Yeah. I just came in here to tell you, because I didn't know if you were seeing what you're doing Sarah's thing, but I'm heading out now, I need a shower.
That's fair. I just want to say, good racing from you, good result, and...
Yeah, good commentary.
Oh, thank you very much, and I think Kirk will say thank you to that as well, won't you?
No.
He's a good lad, our Kirk. Bastard.
I think it's the first time I spoke to you, Rose. Yeah, have a good one, mate. Hopefully you can win next time.
Hopefully I don't run out of
That's fair.
You're not the first guy, and you're not the last, mate.
We'll see you in the next one, dude. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. Oh, bless him.
You got the wrong car for this, Luke.
Yeah, I just learned that. This is slow as sin and has like horrendous downforce for a Group 1. Yeah, I could see how slow I was going. It was like, nope, changing cars.
I thought you didn't have any more.
I had the hybrid R8, whatever it's called, which is the R18. Oh, I better play the thing first. I've got to play the thing. Hang on a minute. I did a thing for this.
I did a thing.
You like it?
Is this where the fighting starts to increase viewers?
This is where the the on-track tension starts to kill people. So Group 1 round here though is batshit, isn't he?
No.
Are you doing like Kimi Räikkönen impression? Like no, like one-word answers. Or are you just being you are? You're just being difficult, aren't you? And you're taking out all my damn cones, you little bitch.
Yeah, banter, innit?
Uh-huh. And big thanks to Sarah for organising this one.
Hopefully Louis don't throw this win away.
Oh, shots fired, mate. Shots fired.
Not the personally want to fire shot that.
No, because he will hunt you down and put a bat up your nightdress.
I wonder why you went there.
Yeah, I was braking trying to avoid you because you stopped on the middle of the track.
I was on the racing line, thank you very much. So,
On the racing line at half the speed.
I'll have you now. Fight me.
Zionisa says he enjoyed his little battle with roses. It was actually really good to see. And there's going to be a lot of highlights in that race.
How long before you win a race, Easter?
Well, if he takes you out, a lot quicker.
When he's not near, so
Oh, red flag. We've had a red flag. We haven't even started yet. Oh, it's because Zionisa just started. Just joined the room. Yeah. Yeah, that's Louis.
No one else is in the Discord.
Yeah, if anyone wants to join, you can join the Discord chat. It's just under the Expo voice chat.
Except when we're not using it for the Expo, we're using it for the beam race.
Well, yeah, it probably should be labelled as beam race, really, shouldn't it? Would you stop? Stop pointing out my mistakes.
No, screw you.
Alright, fair enough. On this case, fair enough.
Oh, I've just seen you jump like 8 foot in the air.
I know, and I landed on my wheels.
Oh, shite. Too deep.
Oh, who've we got? Who've we got?
It's Louis!
Hey, Mr. Racing Roger. Good race, man.
How we doing?
Kill, murder.
Kill, murder.
Kill and murder.
Kill, murder, Kirk.
No, why me?
Oh, you nearly pulled off that miraculous win in the Z4.
Oh, wow. I only spun it so that Kirk didn't have to run naked through the streets. No one needs to see that.
you did a public service by not winning.
Exactly. You know, not down.
You guys want to see it anyway, because you're fucking southern anchors. Boost, go! Help my car boost to victory. Oh, I've been hit by Pedro.
But absolutely epic race from you, Louis. Absolutely skill as always, man.
Oh, it was going alright till the last laps.
Yeah. As soon as we saw Whale go for super softs, we're like, oh, race on.
Yeah. I knew it'd be close. I had to push it as hard as I could. It just caught that Astro and just spun it around. Oh, that's it now.
Wow, we should have clipped that as well.
Well, don't worry, there'll be some clips, you know, over the weekend. Once I get, spinning sideways. Nope. There'll be some clips to come. Hi.
Bye.
I've only just realised Sarah put this on 20 laps.
For some reason, racing around here feels like an absolute track.
Feels like a what?
Like I know it's like a really quick lap. Man, it feels like it takes forever.
Maybe your adrenaline levels are a bit high, mate.
Possibly. Oh fuck. Don't know where I'm going.
Yeah, the track went right there, mate.
Oh, shite it, Louis.
Coming for you.
Come here, Kirky.
I've got dirty tyres.
Here you go. Alright.
Twat. That's a penalty, surely. Yeah. Also, who Pedro's leading?
He's very quick at certain races, you know. As soon as you give him a bit of downforce, his confidence increases a hell of a lot. I think he's better in Group 2 and 1 than he is Group 3 and 4.
Bastard got penalty.
How are you guys with your electric power? Is it nearly out?
Nearly.
No. I've almost full.
Yours is full?
Yeah.
How?
No clue.
Some cars save it better than others.
Are you both in the R18?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Porsche saves it really well. You in the Porsche?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the Porsche hardly ever uses any hybrid at all.
And it reset, and it saves in 7 as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do no matter what I do, I can't catch Pedro. Oh, he just went off. That was timing.
Commentator's curse.
Yeah. I don't think we saw too many of those today, at least.
No.
I've just seen Luke has got just set the fastest lap in the race.
Yep, I'm good round here, mate. You should have seen me in the Tomahawk. It's just one by. Hey, we got Jeff in the chat as well. Jeff316.
Oh, shite. That's a penalty. It isn't a penalty? What? Honestly, this game sometimes is confusing.
Yeah. Some things that should be a penalty aren't. Some things that are shouldn't be. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's penalty.
And we have a Mr. Cuddly Stitch in the chat as well. I have to say congratulations for your youngest. Good to see you, dude. How's it all going? Apparently there's a Nations League Cup. Is it today or tomorrow?
Saturday, isn't it, usually?
Yeah. Is it the one at Fisherman's Ranch this week? Was that last week? Yeah, I'm not.
Rally one, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Seems like it would be a banner race.
Yeah.
Shit. Shit, 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 shit. Shit. That's my dreams over.
I thought your dreams was being a super commentator.
Pedro's binned it.
Oh, he was doing so well.
Hunt him, hunt and kill.
Ah!
He's not off.
No, I'm back on. Ah. I was doing that for Ziggy. It was high speed gardening, alright?
What does Ziggy enjoy more, gardening or landscaping?
High speed landscaping.
I'll get the TNT to get the dynamite out and start rearranging the landscape.
No, he just puts a nitrous kit on a lawnmower.
Probably should have changed the settings as well to give myself more downforce.
No, it's going to be bounce power on, isn't it?
Yeah.
No. No, it isn't.
Is it not?
No.
Oh,
Got a bit penalty.
damn it. Oh, Sarah dropped out.
I don't think she
Yeah.
started this race, I think.
Yeah. Apparently, Jeff's saying it's really awful the rally race, and I think we'll all agree with that.
Yeah. It's never been Gran Turismo's strong point, is it, rally racing?
No. Mr. Cuddly Stitch is blaming his son for writing "kiss me" on the chat. I have to say, Louis, absolutely epic win in the sprint race. I mean, you drove away from people.
Yeah, well, I've
Is
got
he-
quite look at start, 'cause I think, was it Kai was on pole, wasn't he?
Yeah,
In the Corvette, I think.
yeah, he was.
So I was expecting him to go at the start, because obviously it launches like a beast in it, that Corvette.
It does.
And I think he assumed it was a false start, because I know just before the lights went off, he put the brakes on.
It was a false start one. Should have been.
It wasn't on mine.
Oh. Well, it should have been.
Oh, right, well, it wasn't. And I think that's what he was expecting. And so he then put the brake on, I think, and didn't then launch quick enough.
Well, you never put the brake on, do you? You just put the handbrake on.
Either or.
Yeah, either or brake or handbrake, but he'd obviously put the brake lights on, thinking, "Ooh, I'm going to go in a minute," and get done for a false start, and then it didn't happen. So I just managed to get in front of turn one, and then everyone started battling. Get away, can't you? Then.
Oh, I'll look at that. I'll look at that later. It should have been set to full start.
Pedro, why are you backing out there, mate? There's no need to.
Take it out,
Just-
Pedro.
Yeah, I don't really expect him just to keep it doing me, just keep it in, just push me off the track. Let me call Pedro a Spanish prick. Come on, Pedro, you've got to attack in the final corner, mate. You've got to like hit proper, try and hit me on. Oh shit, you might not need to. I think I might be doing it myself.
Pedro with the fastest lap.
Oh, fuck. No, piss.
Ah, Pedro's
Oh,
got him.
fuck, mate. I got a penalty anyway. Bastard. Gone.
Whoops.
What happened?
I pushed the wrong button. Big
Right,
thanks
well, I
to...
don't know what you guys might do now, but I'm about poofed. And I've got to be looking spiffy. I've got to look spiffing for tomorrow because I'm having a family meal.
Oh, bless you.
Sounds fun.
Enjoy.
How long before I just whip the gun out and blow my brains out?
Yeah.
At least 20 seconds.
Like it's not even a place I like. Well, not that I like. You know, it's like a proper eyebrow place. Something that doesn't suit me very well, believe it or not.
So you're up north, so you're going to a posh restaurant, you're going to McDonald's then?
It's either that or he's coming south and dreading it.
Yeah, I got to talk with all posh in it.
Yeah, I think you've just dug yourself a hole on that one, mate.
Oh, may I have some of that bread loaf, please?
Well, I suppose bread is posh to you people up there.
Yeah, fuck off, mate.
Aww.
At least we have space to. At least we're not all crowded together.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It is a bit crowded down here, but at least we have manners, so you know.
Manners, mate. That's news coming from you.
Carts at Circuit Lassar. She taking the piss?
I think I'm 2 laps. Oh man,
I want to go to bed before 1 o'clock. Would be nice.
Oh, this is going to be fun. This is meme racing at its best.
Oh, fucking hell.
Pedro, you were the fastest racer in that one, so take the compliment. Jeff 316, we were doing a Group 3 race. Congratulations on the 5th.
Get some practice laps in.
And Mr. Cuddly Stitch, thank you very much, dude. And I honestly hope Chester, yourself, and Caitlin are doing well. It's a pleasure to hear from you.
No gaps are going to form, are they?
Oh, she put it to night as well.
Oh, okay. Even better.
He doesn't have a car.
How do you not have a car? You get given one for free.
Probably got rid of it. It's like, no, never using that.
Well, it's just an excuse to leave and not come back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've got those.
Wait, can we even change the tyres it's on? Do we have to
Nope.
stay on the sports?
Yeah. Can I have sports stuff?
Oh, I don't like driving these. These are. See, I've driven a Predator car and they just seem to have more grip than this, and it's not as snappy.
Where are you going, Kirk? The track don't go that way.
Sorry, I don't race on controller that often. Oh, you know, this is awful.
Controller doesn't change your sense of direction.
No, it's really weird how snappy this is.
Yeah.
Be very gentle with the stick.
Oh, you have to be gentle with the stick, don't you?
Yeah, very.
Unless it's someone's face and connecting with a stick. In that case, you've definitely got to be a bit robust with it.
Flat out.
Oh, what top speed are you reaching?
110.
Mate, I'm doing like 95 around some of the corners.
Oh, I've hit 111 right there. I don't like this. I want to go home. Actually, a pretty cool thing is one of the villages around Lincoln is actually a twin village with Mulsanne.
I remember you saying that.
Mate, if you go off the track, if you go slightly off the track, it just sucks the car off.
Yeah. Giggity.
Also, I think my controller might be slightly. My controller might have a bit of stick under. You know what I mean? I think it pulls slightly to the left. Oh wait. Yeah, sure. I think it has because it. It's so weird. It's like I don't know if it does or not because like the red dot is dead in the centre. It's just sometimes the car will just randomly wander.
To go, mine just did that. Just come up to the second chicane. I drove just left it straight and it just went to the right towards the barrier. It's obviously where the camber of the road pulls it.
Or like if you go too far past the white lines on the other side, it just pulls the car.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Basically, if you're spinning in the straight, you might as well quit.
Pretty much.
Mate, Louis, how'd you get penalty up there, mate?
I crashed into the wall.
Wait, how'd you crash into the wall?
Because I went too fast. I didn't know how fast to go through the chicane, so I tried to go like flat out and it didn't happen.
It launches you.
Imagine carts like this 24-hour layout at Nürburgring.
I think someone's having some technical difficulties.
How the hell did that spin there? Damn right you better be sorry. Oh, bloody hell, you don't want to touch the curbs either, because that launches the car.
Yeah, do not touch the curbs in the cart.
Especially the sausage. Don't touch the sausage.
Don't touch that sausage, Kirk, leave it alone.
You're flying home.
Alright, I don't think I'll race this. Yeah, I'm too tired.
Yeah, in all fairness, I got to be up at 6:30.
Well, I forgot to be up that early, but you know, I've still got to make sure.
I've got work tomorrow at 7.
Yeah, me too, but I'm going around for a couple.
I've got to make sure I'm up decently early to make sure I look civilized with the meal.
Well, remember the face transplant, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, good man.
But we are gonna have to do like a night of like just pissing about in dailies, taking people off.
Well, that's why someone has about 14 different accounts.
Hey, guess what? Also, because I bought that new, what's the name today? I bought my new PlayStation Network 12-month thing I put on my other PlayStation, so I can make 16 new accounts.
Oh, good Christ.
Wait, Louis, why didn't you wait till Black Friday? The Black Friday prices come on, because it goes down to like 35 quid.
That's what I bought today. Black Friday was today, you spanner.
Oh.
Friday.
Oh shit, was it? Oh fuck! I didn't know that.
Oh, there's a clip of the stream.
Yeah, say that midnight.
Oh shit! Oh no, it reminds me of Link in the City the other day. Is this sorry? Well, we just finished up when I finished late, and the guy asked I was gonna get I was gonna miss my bus, so the guy asked, "Hey, where's your bus, mate?" I went, "It's at the bus station." He says like, if he meant like, "Where's your bus going?" Like, where's the bus take you? I said, "To the bus station."
So yes, it's Black Friday today. You've got half an hour.
Oh fuck!
It's always a weekend anyway. Never just a one day. Yeah, so I bought a new one today, 29 quid.
Can't argue that, can you?
So I stuck that on my other PlayStation so I can make 16 new accounts for Gran Turismo Sports. So I can have 32.
So what you're saying is Queen Lizzie might be making a comeback?
Quite possibly. Stands a chance. The American ones.
I don't see us particularly racing in the Aussies again because the ping is terrible, isn't it?
Yeah, the time difference. By the time we get on there, no one else is bloody on it.
Yeah.
I love this. I'm on Amazon right now. It says video games and accessories from Ubisoft, Sony, Nintendo, PDP, and whatever else, ranging from $8.99 to £1,099.
Who's got a cold then?
Oh, Louis.
Yeah.
On Amazon, the 12 months PlayStation Plus is £33.
Yeah, go to shop2.
Right, is it even cheaper on there?
Yeah, if you go to shop2.net or whatever it is, put it on. It comes up to 33 quid. But then when it says the coupon thing on the bottom, write in extra 10 in letters, not extra 10 the number, 10 the word. It takes another 10% off, so you get £29. I think.
Wait, so what is it called? Shop what?
Shop2, so shop and then TO. You just type that into Google.
Yeah.
On their website, I think it's like a shopping thing, and then it'll be on there. So it'll come up as like £33, whatever it is, same as it is everywhere else. And then you put the code in on the coupon bit on your basket, and it'll take another 10% off.
Oh, nice. Is there any PS5? Do you have any PS5s in?
No, I don't think so. They came in Argos yesterday.
And
I nearly bought one, but they didn't have the digital one, and I didn't want a digital one.
Yeah.
So if they were only disc ones, I would have bought one, but they only had a digital one at my store, local one.
The only place to link it with a PS5's the CEX. I'm sorry, I'm not spending almost £300 over a retail for a PS5.
Nah, not a chance.
Have you seen the CEX price of the PS price?
Oh, it's mental.
I love this. I can buy a £100 PSN top up for £89. I'm sorry, but why are they doing that? Why are they discounting the wallet pop-ups?
Oh, I know, yeah.
So weird. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute. I'm just off to the toilet. I don't know if you guys are gonna leave or not. Are you sticking around or are you going?
I'm sticking around. I'll go do this one. Why not?
Yeah. Louis, me and you said the same thing.
Yeah.
Right, be back in a minute.
See you in a bit. So seeing a go-kart come down here on the long shot, this is like painful. Do wiggly squids tell himself he's fast?
Yeah. Confidence, that is.
Oh my.
Confidence in your ability.
Oh dear. Let's check him out. Yeah, he's an E rank player.
He obviously didn't do any online rating, obviously.
Possibly.
He's still level 32, so it means he's obviously done a lot of, like, what's the name racing? He's done a lot of career mode, obviously.
Possibly, yeah. He's got under 7,000 miles.
Yeah, exactly.
6 followers. That's an enigma, isn't it?
Excuse that, Sarah. Poor excuse. Tell himself he's got a nice cart now.
Oh, what? I'm looking at PlayStation VR and it's all sold out.
Mate, all these things are sold out at the moment.
Look at Facebook Marketplace. It'll be cheaper, although I might get stabbed, get robbed. Do you guys buy it off Marketplace?
What, the games?
Sometimes I buy stuff off there if it's worth it.
As I said, I mean, I haven't said this, but yeah, I got my G29 off Marketplace.
Yeah, I got mine off there as well when I bought mine briefly.
Did you sell it for a profit?
No, I sold it for what I paid for it. I didn't lose any money on it. So it's basically like a free trial.
I mean, I bought mine for 130, so I could probably give it back to CEX and still make money on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
How do you tag yourself? I can't see my name.
No, I can't do. I'm trying to work out how to do it. I mean, I can do it like that, but I can't bring up the blue text as well.
How do you just tag your own name then?
I'll put at the beginning of it.
Oh. Where's my at? At me.
Question is, do I just go and buy like a fucking match tag bundle for the sake of it? Because I have quite a big bundles of random card collector's cards shit.
If it makes you happy, man.
Yeah. Oh, Louis, you haven't seen the two new model cars I got today, have you?
I did see your picture you put up on what's the name?
What's that? Yeah, the 2012 Lotus Grosjean and that Jetta R3. Well, that's pretty cool. That JR3 looks pretty cool, to be fair.
Oh. Well, I've been trying to buy a proper car today. Fuck me, what a waste of time this is trying to buy a fucking car.
Right, what's up with the old up GTI?
I sold it.
You sold it?
Yeah.
Why?
Because Volkswagen bought it off me.
For how much? Oh, you don't mind me asking me, of course.
Well, I owed 11,800 quid. I owed on my finance on it, and they gave me 14,500 quid.
Well,
What?
So you made a grand off it.
I've made 2,500 quid and cleared my finance off.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's because used car prices are ridiculous because no one can get new car stock.
Okay.
They're desperate to get stock in of like newish cars. Well, mine's only a year old.
Yeah.
With low mileage on it, so they were desperate to have mine. And it never even went on the Volkswagen website. They'd already sold it.
You probably if only they knew how much you thrashed it about.
And it was free map as well. I never told them that either. It's got no warranty on it.
We don't mention that.
No, I didn't tell. Well, they didn't ask. At the end of it. Do you like my shortcut? Did then? No time, thank you.
Wait, shit! Yeah, how did you get so far ahead? I didn't see you do that.
I just go straight across the first gate.
Oh, for God's sake. And I've got a time penalty for not even leaving the track.
The tip is just tap somebody first and he goes, oh, contact, you can drive wherever you like.
Yeah, I'll have a little search up for cars for you, mate.
So I rang someone today, this morning, like 10 o'clock, and I rang up a garage, spoke to someone about a car. They went, yeah, we'll do some finance for you, we'll let you know. Never heard back from them.
Well,
Yeah, mate, you know, I don't, like, loads of people have rang Volkswagen, like 3-4 different places, like, no, sold that, well, we'll have a see what else we've got. Never will ring you back.
I know. What are you looking for something as quick as the old GTI?
Yeah, if not a little bit quicker. I want something that's quite new though. I don't want to buy anything new. Like, I don't want to buy anything that's 3, 4, 5 years old.
Ah, so you want that new car sold here?
Yeah, pretty much.
So no 1990 Mercedes Benz.
I've got a 1996 Volvo at the moment as a sort of stopgap. Which I
Why
bought.
do you go for
Well, the bulletproof.
Yeah, it's only done 59,000 miles, 100 from new. Brilliant.
I mean, you're obviously not looking for something practical if you had the up GTI.
Not over. I do want 5 doors though. I don't want a 2-seat sports car.
Oh, there goes the MX-5 out the window.
Yeah, no, I don't want an X.
I bet you look for a Chrysler 300C. They're usually built quite tough and strong.
But they're all old now.
But yeah, well, you're not going to get much more luxury for the price, are you?
Well, yeah, so I rang up this morning about a 2021 Hyundai i30 N line. It's 20,000 quid. You think they'd be quite motivated to sell come up to Christmas? No, not really.
Well, my mate's dad has a Fiesta STX. Well, the STX is basically it's just a 1 litre EcoBoost turbo where it's got all the everything to make it look like it's an ST.
Yeah, the ST line stuff, yeah.
A bit like the AMG line works.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
And
Well,
the,
it's got the Hyundai one, it's got the N line, so it's like the sporty looking one.
oh wow, that's not too bad. 2001 Jaguar XK8 with under £3,000. How long before the engine needs completely rebuilding on it? Wait, have you looked at Lexus, the IS? I mean, no, that's old. Don't want old stuff. Like I say, an IS200 is usually quite a decent buy.
Yeah,
There
no,
we go.
I'm looking to spend sort of, you know, around about 20,000 quid, but I was only at finance, so I'm buying something that's quite new.
I mean, to be fair, for 20,000 you can probably get another up GTI going.
Well, I could, but I don't want the same car again. I want something slightly bigger. It's a bit too small for me, really.
Oh, why? You're too tall for it?
No, it's just a bit cack, and the sort of the equipment level on it is not fantastic either. I want something like Apple CarPlay and reverse camera and stuff like that on it.
for 20 grand, you could probably get a decent hatchback or something.
Well, that's why I looked at the Hyundai. It's a nice looking car. So I looked at the Golf.
The Golf's
But they're so fucking expensive. It's ridiculous.
What about the Polos?
Yeah, I've looked at the Polo, but I'm not a big fan of the Polo. I don't like the look of it.
You can buy an Audi. Apparently you can get an Audi A3 Sportsback for under 20 grand.
Yeah, I have looked at the Audis, but I like the saloon. The A3 saloon. I can get an A1, but I don't really want an A1 because it's small again.
I'll be back in a sec, guys.
Alright, mate.
Sing Tao, good to see you, dude. Jeff, I did see you join the lobby, man. I thought I'd come out of that conversation for a little while because all they're doing is talking crap about, you know, buying some odd cars. And hello, Cass, for the fart. Thank you very much, man. I'll go back and say hello to Louis in a minute and all that. How are we all doing tonight, gents and ladies? And yes, Cass, I did hear the fart, so thank you for that. And Sing Tao, the race was really good, man. I do urge you to have a quick look at the replay afterwards. It was very close, right up until the last couple of minutes. Unfortunately, Mr. Racing Roger didn't get the win, but he did do very well, and it was won in the end by Mr. Whaleologist. Good racing all the way through the field, and very proud of the entire cast. Thanks, Inter. How are you enjoying your midnight shirt, by the way? Hashtag exclamation point merch. I know you can't see me at the minute because obviously I haven't got my camera on, but I am wearing mine. Yeah, not too bad, Cass. Not too bad, thanks, mate. Had good fun commentating with Kirk over the races, and we enjoyed it. Had a lot of good racing, and yeah. Quite frankly, I'm looking forward to the championship now. Hey, do me a favour, don't forget to post it on Instagram. And when we get Sarah to make her own ones, we'll plug hers. Ooh. Do you like my pink cut? Yeah, this is meme racing at its best, Jeff. We've had Group 1 round Kyoto, the short one. Now we're having karts round Le Mans. This is Sarah doing her worst to annoy us. Pedro, I don't know how you've managed to redeem that. I turned all the glows off. How did you manage that? That's the one I missed, probably, isn't it? That's fair, man. Paint away. I do like you sharing your painting skills. You sure it's not red? I mean, red is the best colour. The funny thing is, Pedro, I also don't have it all turned on. So I don't know how you did that. I like a smart potato. Yeah, Pedro, good racing for you, man. You had lots of good moments in the league. I always saw you. You were battling hard, so well done, man. Oh, and I binned it. That's good, Mr. Jeffrey 16. It doesn't matter, Pedro. Every time we saw you, you were doing really well. I remember you running as high as like 5th or 6th at one point. So stop being so hard on yourself and take a compliment. But what I am going to do is I'm going to very quickly move on to my other scene for OBS so we can have the cameras and all on. So bear with me a second. I may disappear for a few seconds on the stream because it may crash OBS. So give me a few seconds. Okay, hopefully I'm back. It did crash OBS, I'm afraid, so if I disappeared, apologies, but I am back.
Red alert! All hands to battle stations.
Hopefully it should be loading back in. Give it a second. Oh. I think we've had a crash from GT Sport as well. Have we lost Sarah? Does anyone know what's happened to the lobby? I like it, I approve. I very much approve. Also, the rewards are all put back on. There we go, they're all back on. Oh, she ended it. Or did you say goodbye for the night? That is fair then. In which case, as he nearly knocks over his drink, I might just do Oh, should I do a daily race? I think it is probably, it's getting on for near midnight o'clock. So, do you know what, I'm going to call it a... No, I think it's probably even too late for that. Is it? Let's do a daily. Fuck it. Yeah, let's do a daily. Let's do a daily. We've got 5 minutes. Let's do that. You've been doing daily... Yeah, daily B's quite good. But I'm going to use my other account, actually. Just so I can be a little bit lazy. Because I am that way sometimes. Also. Hi, guys. Okay. Thanks for using that, man. Let's use some daily... Yeah, we're going to fucking markers. Alright, let's load this bad boy up and do some daily racing. Why not? Do some daily B. Looking forward to that. So, did everyone who saw it enjoy the endurance racing? I hope so. And those who participated in it as well, of course. Okay, let's crack on. But this is going to be a couple of minutes away, but we'll get that. Yeah, there was a little bit of awkwardness when it comes to lawn mowing. And why hasn't that worked for you, Taffy Jeff? Because what should have happened is this. You know, that's not working properly. Something fuck is going on. Now it works, sort of. I'll better restart Lumia stream. Does appear to be a bit glitchy. I mean, this stuff happens, technical difficulties and all that crap. Okay, here we go. Let's get a daily race undergo. Hopefully Lumia Stream is now working. Let's try again. Now we 300, Cass. We 300. And do you know what? Because I agree with that so much, I'm gonna do it again. Forget which camera I'm looking at now. Okay, let's do... Do you know what? I'm going to be lazy. I'm going to go with the controller on this one. Might be on a timer. Because the other ones have just gone off. So if it doesn't redeem instantly, it might be like a 1 minute wait. So give it a sec. Oh, it's still not redeeming. That's a pain in the butt. Well, I'm going to do it anyway, just because... Well, why not? I like it.
Red alert! All hands to battle stations.
That is weird. I'm going to have to unsync it and, you know, do the whole lot again. I was hoping to avoid that. It would sort itself out over a couple of days. Nope. Oh, oh, A big thank you to Sarah for organising the meme races. The Le Mans one was actually quite a lot of fun. Well, there's not much you can refresh on your side though. I mean, all you can really do is just re-sign in. And then it's not really going to do anything, is it? It seems to do it just to you and Pedro, which is weird. I think I have to turn that light down because it's up way too bright. But it's weird that it's you two. I mean, you're geographically quite far apart. And there's no reason for it to be you two, as far as I'm aware. So I think if I unsync it and start again, it should sort itself out, hopefully. I mean, because it did work for you two, I know it did. Oh, you mate. Yeah, 130 is not going to happen. $132s, maybe. 131s, not likely. What if I do that as well? Woo! That's not bad, man. That's what I just did. So, you know, it's good. Oh, that's a shame. I think it's mostly this first sector that catches people out. I can imagine that set of corners there tricking a lot of people up. Come on, we can do this. That's more like it. Hey, that's what you said too, Singtail. I've just seen it. There we go, 131. I'm pretty pleased with that, actually. Not now. Yeah, I'm turning that light down. It's actually taking my focus away now. It's a bit better. Let's go back to the other one. At least that one looks more natural. No, trust me, I was on the edge of my grip. It's not looking very realistic from my point of view. Yeah, and Cass?
That's what she said.
I could not. I couldn't do that. Oh dear. Okay. Right, 1 second, I'll be right with you guys. Okay, let's crack on. One thing I am going to do. There we go, that's better. Actually have it on real timing now, that's more like it. Really, I thought I did a terrible response. Why has it just gone back there? Sorry, my chat has just jumped back to 10 minutes. That's weird. Oh, there we go. That's cool. That was odd. That was very odd. That's more like it. Okay. You can have the unrelenting faith by all means. Doesn't mean I can do it. You've got the countdown timers too. Yeah, I've got the countdown timers for GT7. Oh yeah, it's midnight 5 minutes past. Yeah, that. Alright, I'll see what I can do. I don't think I can get a 1 minute 30. I really don't. Not even with the wheel. I'm going to use controller anyway, so meh. Not quit. Hey mate, midnight. It's always midnight somewhere. It's true, you know. It's how time and the planet works. I'm also talking a lot of crap as well. Mate, this whole course needs a lot of work from me. For instance. Yeah, that 4-point corner always feels like one apex too many, doesn't it? I mean, Istanbul is obviously a 3-prong apex, but that feels right. This one doesn't. I know how close I am to putting it together. I'm not. Those tyres squealing their heads off through there. To be expected, really, isn't it? I mean, they're crying, "Stop!" No worries, Mr. Singleton. Good to see you as always, too. Alright, Taffy, good luck with your race, dude. Mr. Jeff 316. Too aggressive. Faster this session, but hey, this session's not that quick. I was thinking this Friday next week. So we really need to get going more than anything. Give me Kirk and the other steward another day to just go through the penalties from that Expo race, and we will go from there. But it shouldn't take too long to sort out. Fortunately, I don't think there were too many incidents, and there's definitely not too many reports coming back. So it shouldn't be too long, but I think within a few days we could probably put the time and date down for next week. Oh, Pi, I was meant to come back to you on the chat, wasn't I? Sorry, Louis, I forgot. I just wanted to say hello to the chat, let you guys have a little talk about your cars, and I completely forgot to come back. Sorry, Louis. Hey, second in the race. That's not too bad for starting. Oh, hello, Kirk. I've just seen your message too. I may have forgot to come back. That is typical, isn't it? I got all flustered because Sarah ended the lobby, and I was like, "What's going on?" And I kind of forgot. Are you guys still in the chat? Or did I close Discord? I think I closed Discord, didn't I? I've remembered to come back now.
Oh yeah, look who's come strolling back.
Actually, I haven't moved.
But yeah, they've only got IGOs for so.
No. So, Midnight, what were you saying about starting next week?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't hear because Kirk was talking about cars. I was trying to watch your stream and listen to you while I was listening to Kirk at the same time. Just both talk at the same time.
Yeah, he's overpowering, isn't he? Yeah, I was saying, give us literally this weekend to go over any and all incidents that get reported from the racing. Yeah. And if we can get it out of the way quickly enough, hopefully by sort of Monday we can announce if it will be Friday or not.
Okay. So it's definitely going to be a Friday start, though?
Yeah.
Saturday start.
Look,
right, okay.
It looks like all the people that are available are typically available on a Friday.
Right, okay, okay.
It's Sing Tao, the man of many tabs.
The man in many tabs open, the Google Chrome RAM eater.
Sing Tao, the guy who's named after a beer.
Yep, that's him.
Is that where he got his name from on Twitch? From the beer?
That's why his name.
I've only just realised that we saw the Sing Tao at the restaurant.
Wow. Hey, they always say you're quick, Kurt, but damn.
I don't think I've smelled Sing Tao.
Maybe. I may be using my Smurf account, yes.
Brilliant people.
No, it just means I'm having a fresh start. And it's going to become my main account. No, it's not. I can't even pretend.
Also, bloody hell, Louis. 80k, mate.
Yeah, well done, dude.
I know, yeah.
Elias raided with 2 viewers.
I know, another got. I've got to 80, that's it.
Exactly same time with your business buddy. And why isn't he back up in the 8 brothers?
Oh, I'm being raided. I'm being raided by Mr. Koulios. Thank you, dude.
Curious, get in the Discord chat.
More than welcome. Thank you for the raid, hombre.
Look, you sync if you're on the Discord, mate, join the chat.
Louis, did you stream your race this afternoon? This evening?
No, I didn't. I was going to, and then I forgot to take it on before I started. And I sort of told you before that. I was like, oh, I'm already out.
Ah, yeah, that's fair. I don't. Oh, you didn't happen to save the sprint race, did you?
No, I didn't actually.
No.
Yeah, but what?
Yeah, I forgot to save it as well. I hope somebody did.
Otherwise, we'll not be in trouble. Come on, Luke, you're not even pulling away by a second lap.
Mate, I pulled away by 1.6 that lap. Shut up.
You better have a 20-second lead by the end of this race, otherwise I will be disappointed.
Well, you can be disappointed as you want. Fortunately, you're not my mother.
Hey, that's my line. Yes, Coolio, Stewart.
So what we think on the daily terrible dailies for next week?
What are they?
What have we got? We've got Suzuka East course in N300.
Yeah.
Don't know what that'll be. Some crap.
Yeah.
And then we got Maggiore in Group 4 again.
Yeah.
And then we got Nürburgring 24-hour in Group 3.
No. Screw the lot of them.
Yeah, lobbies next week. No, Nürburgring 24-hour, 2 laps. In Group 3.
No, absolutely not. Go away. Leave me alone.
Yeah, so no, I don't like the Nürburgring.
Yeah, when it comes to the Grand Prix track, it's bloody brilliant. I love it for racing, but yeah, Nürburgring, the green hell. No thanks.
If you race Nürburgring next week, chances are you might be able to see Super GT again. So you always race at Nürburgring.
I might race on a different account.
Which one of your 36?
Oh, I don't know.
Just so you can purposefully hit him off.
I'll just pick a random one.
Not the one that's named after me this time. Yeah, that'd be fun. I'm still being asked questions about that.
I can imagine it like. Remember awful and big night a few months back. Like, we had a little incident this time. And then it just cuts to Louis just absolutely absolutely penetrated.
Interesting use of words.
I mean, that is what's going to happen.
It is what's going to happen, yes. So have you set a time on this group B?
No, I hate Rainbow Gardens.
I'm getting into it, actually.
Oh, I absolutely hate it. It's such a horrible track.
I can't remember the last time I actually set a lap time for a daily race. I wonder what's happened to my Kudos Prime score. Oh wait, you'll be able to tell me the last time I actually set a lap.
I think I was just pointed out, I just set my fastest time in the race, in my qualifying.
Here we are. Let me for some reason my K speed score is still going on, and that's 75.17.
I don't even know what K's speed score is.
So to make kudos points, it's shit.
It's to do with your qualifying time.
Oh.
I think you should qualify your speed, how high up you should be.
So what's that, like top 25%?
I don't know how it works exactly, but it will say, oh, you should qualify in the top X amount of people to raise your score up, and you should be qualifying in the top 100 or whatever it says. Effectively. So obviously the higher up your score, the higher you should qualify.
So the last time I set a lap time was for the Grand Hatch. In the 19th of September. Yeah, so the last time I set a lap time for a daily race was back in September.
That's probably about the end of CRT, wasn't it?
It is. I assume it was Brands Hatch GR2 cards.
Yeah, it was Route 2, wasn't it, around that last one?
My best regional rank was Fuji International Speedway Shore. That got me in a regional rank of 290.
I don't know what my best one was. I'll have a look to see what my best position did.
Yeah. That's my best. My best regional rank score was 290.
One of mine, 23. 23.
Only 23. You're slacking, mate. You're slacking.
I was afraid my Laguna Seca time wasn't better because I was matching like the fastest time of the week. I was matching that in the first sector.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I was matching it like 2W.
Well, there you go, Kurt. I just lapped someone, and I'm finishing over 7 seconds ahead of someone in a daily B.
Not quite 20 of them.
Yeah, well, I don't see you doing better in this race.
I mean, I could jump on my US Smurf, but I can't be asked.
Yeah, I mean, starting with an E rank, that doesn't count.
Well, no, because I think my US Smurf is closing on 20k DR.
That's not too bad. By the way, Kuila said he also hates his track, and Sing Tao then said, I didn't like it at first, but it grew on me, much like facial hair. I didn't like that, but it grew on me.
Bruh. That's like a bruh. It's not even that funny, I'm sorry, Sing Tao. It's not even that funny, it's just a bruh.
It's also just perhaps accurate.
Can't see any facial hair on you, Luke.
That's because I shave. Also, I'm blonde.
Yeah, Kirk, if you're on your Kudos Prime, if you scroll down to where your qualifying times are.
Yeah, I'm on that. Daily race qualifications, yeah.
Yeah, so on that little bit of thing where it says K speed score, whatever it is, score based on the best, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Where it says click here to see your target time, if you click on that, it will tell you what time to aim for to improve the score.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So I've got to aim for a 111.8 at Sardinia, a 130.6 at Dragon Trail, and a 37.7 at Red Bull Ring.
Yeah.
Well, it says my current best is like way quicker than my target.
No, the current best is what the current best time is in the world.
Ooh, alright.
Not yours.
Weird. But yeah, apparently, I've never done it, so I don't. Luke, what's your qualifying time for those tracks?
For which one particularly?
Red Bull Ring.
Not actually that good there this week. Group 4. On... Hang on. I haven't got any friends on this account, including myself. I think I did a... Louis, you did a 30. Louis, you did a 35 something, didn't you?
35.8, I think I am.
I think I did a 36.6. I can't quite remember.
I'll tell you in a minute.
Yeah, thank you.
Me, Kudos.
Hello, dude.
Rankings.
Hello.
Friends.
Hello. Good to see you, man. Good to hear from you.
Yeah.
I think it's the first time talking to you, Coolios.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, sorry, you have to put up with each other.
Yeah.
Nah, it's more Louis that we have to deal with.
That's just in the races usually.
Oh.
Fuck it. Let me hook my wheel in, and I'll see what lap times I can set around it. Fucking.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some qualifying at Red Bull, see if I can improve my time.
Oh, fuck. Sorry if I deafened anyone there.
Yeah, definitely anyone.
Oops.
I think I'm deaf to you anyway.
Sorry, I've got a big ass fan in the way. What I'm trying to do. Right, back. Unplug the keyboard. What did you stream tonight, Coolios?
Euro Truck Simulator 2.
Where did you drive to and from today then? You have fun?
Calais and... I can't remember the other place. But it's just as busy as Calais. Except it's on the road.
When you drive through Lincoln, make sure you drive extra fast to get through it quickly.
Yeah.
I joked, I don't think Lincoln's rendered in Euro Truck Simulator 2.
No, this is how it really looks in real life.
I mean, he's not wrong. In what? From where I am, it's a 10-minute. It's like 10 minutes on the bus to get into the centre of town, and it's like and where I am is like not even it's like a couple of minutes, and then you're just out in the middle of nowhere. But again, I think that's just Lincolnshire for you, because we don't have any big cities in here. Lincoln's the biggest, and again, it's not even that big. I mean, there is no cities in there. Lincolnshire's not much better. We're just as far and few between. We're mainly villages.
Hampshire's mainly towns.
However, them southerners area, there's big cities everywhere down south.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, there's actually money down here.
It's nice to speak to a fellow northerner, or not so.
Most of my family comes from Derbyshire. Most of the southern.
Ruined it now. Do you have to qualify on the hard time for daily weight? Let's see.
Yeah.
Daily, yeah. Hard tire. That's the only tire you've got.
So it was a 37.6, I think it was, that I got trying to beat. Which is going to be piece of piss if midnight's on a 38.7. No, it was a 36.6, wasn't it?
I can't quite remember. Louis, you're going to have to look it up for me.
We did 37.3.
37.3.
No, my target is a 37.7. I've got to try and beat. Piece of piss.
Why have you got to try and beat 37.7?
That's my target time to beat to improve my K score.
Oh, okay.
Nah, I've been around my buttons. Odds me beating it first time.
If you guys are friended with Stevie Wonder GT, check out his time for that daily race. He's rapid round there in the Scirocco.
When it's from GT4 at Austria. What, the Scirocco will probably be a good qualifying car, but like a really shit race car.
It's entirely possible, yeah.
Because obviously front-wheel drive cars are entirely in this game, which do not go together.
Actually, from what I've seen, the Megane's actually a bit faster than the Scirocco.
Interesting.
Trophy or this typical? There's the standard GT4.
The yellow one.
They're both yellow.
Oh, that's can't remember the name.
It's either the trophy car, you know what I mean? The Megane Cup car, or the actual GR4 car.
Oh,
The Megane Cup car is rear-wheel drive, but just the standard Megane GR4 is
oh,
front-wheel
it's the
drive.
front wheel drive.
So just the standard Megane then.
Yeah. That's definitely fast.
I'm tempted to try the rear end. I've gone and done it as well. I'm going to beat my target time in the first try.
Nice one.
To be fair, say I haven't played this game in anger in a while. I'm only 3 attempts off your time though.
I know. I did say earlier on, I can't get the pace on Group 4 for some reason. I just cannot do it. I've not been feeling like I've had a particular speed in Group 3 and 4 for the last couple of weeks. I seem to have picked up pace in Group 1 and 2 only.
One man. You're a one-man event, aren't you?
What, Group 3 Austria?
Yeah.
Yeah, that and Monza. I did just set a personal best on the Dragon Trail Gardens I was doing. I actually got into the 130s. Even though I told the chat I wouldn't.
I think my target time at Dragon Trail Gardens is a 30.6.
Well, I've just done a 30.9. What cars are quick there though? Because I'm just using an Aston at the moment.
Probably not an Aston.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot more technical, isn't it?
Yeah, and I've just kind of forced it into that time. Yeah, and Tsingtao was just going. He's just reminded me I said I wouldn't do it, and I'm still not on bloody pole. What a bastards!
Get Tsingtao in the chat.
He's more than welcome to join.
Wait, does Tsingtao even have Discord?
Well, one way to find out. Tsingtao, do you have Discord? You're more than welcome to join. Bless you.
Oh,
I think
one
it's
of
one
them was dying.
I think it's one of. Is it you, Louis, or is it one of your boys?
My lad's here, he's coughing a little bit.
Bless him.
He's been to Wales this week with school, so it's obviously been wet and horrible and cold and everything, so he's come out cold.
Yeah, and you have to speak to the Welch as well.
And lots of sheep.
Yeah.
Them poor sheep.
I don't know what you're doing to the sheep, mate. I just mentioned sheep.
I'm just mentioning the Welsh and the sheep. The sheep got trying to understand what gibberish they're saying.
I've just got a mental image of you going up and talking to sheep.
I keep breaking too deep for the Maria Austria.
What car are you using? The RCZ?
New 458.
Okay.
That might change the Bugatti. It's so weird. So I know there's places where I feel I can go quicker, but then I go too slow.
Yeah, Group 4 is all about conserving the speed around the corners and just not pushing too hard. But the problem is my racing style doesn't is not that.
So I just want to chuck it in and get the car to stick.
Yeah, and it hasn't got that grip, particularly on those hard tyres.
To be fair, I'm usually quite good in like road cars, where it's mainly mechanical grip. I ain't too bad.
I'm behind a guy called Kev Guna on this one. And there's a guy in 7th called Womb Ferret. Well, that's a name.
What?
Exactly.
It's like one of those random names. Random
Oh man, that's going to make me smile for the rest of the day.
Didn't expect that.
No, nor did I. I was reading it. I'm sitting there giggling. Oh dear, you get some creativity on this.
Yeah, honestly, it's just like they just randomised the name and just picked it. Alright, I'm bored now. I'm sick of playing GT Sport. I told you, I've completely lost touch with GT Sport.
We all go through that. We all go through that. I didn't play it for 6 months at one point.
It's the first time since September, I think, I've even set a time for a daily race of GT Sport. That's fine, I don't care anymore. Like I said, I've been playing a lot of Project Cars 3 and Mudrunner.
That's small arcade.
Well, Project Cars 3 don't know what it is. However, Mudrunner and SnowRunner, I think that's it.
Well, Mr. Accent Prone Racing would probably endorse SnowRunner, wouldn't he?
Did Sing how to get back to it about Discord?
He hasn't mentioned.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure I might get off.
Cheers, fair man. I mean, it's getting on for 20 to 1. I'm going to call this my last race as well.
I was about to say, curious, I thought you had school tomorrow, but it's fucking Saturday.
Yeah, it's Saturday.
Are you staying on the stream tomorrow, Luke?
Depends if I come home from work and fall asleep like I normally do on a Saturday.
Oh yeah, because you have such a very hard job.
I do, mate. If you did my job for a day, you'd have a fit.
Joke's on you, I don't have a driving license, so I can't.
How's that joke on me?
I don't have to experience your shard job.
It's just hard work, man. Something that you know, when you're moving plates, you don't have to quite experience. Ooh. Actually, I will actually give you credit. I mean, your industry, you deserve a lot of credit for it, so I'm not going to take the piss.
The only problem is, it's fine. The only thing I dislike about it is the fucking screaming kids.
Yeah, I can get that.
Most of it's fine. It's just when you get them. No offence. I'm sure some gypsies are quite nice people, but you know, it tends to be them that usually cause the most amount of trouble or make the most amount of mess.
Welcome to Casual Racism with Kirk.
It's not casual racism. It is something that just generally happens.
I'm teasing, mate.
Bastard.
Your face.
But yeah. So you get some people, you know, just nice people. You just get the certain bunch, rude, disrespectful, loud, messy.
Kirk.
Go outside, purposely make themselves sick, come back and eat some more.
You get that? Seriously?
Or you can eat place, yeah. We've had people go outside, purposely make themselves sick, then come back in.
No way, that actually happens.
That has actually happened. Look, it's only happened once, but it has happened.
Well, the best thing I ever experienced before I worked in the delivery sector is I worked on reception. And a lady walked up to me completely deadpan and went, I've just been trying to change my baby, because obviously, you know, you have to. And she come out of the toilet saying, the baby holder has just made a noise and scared my youngster. And so I put its legs in the baby holder legs, and it made a noise. I went, baby holder? It was a Dyson hand dryer.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, even it had hand dryer written on it.
What did you say to her?
Well, it took me a good 10 seconds to work out what she was trying to tell me, because there aren't any baby holders. And can you imagine my face and trying to keep a straight face during that one?
Oh wait, was it one of the bloody? Is it one of the dice ones where it was like, you know what I mean?
And
Two streams of air.
well, it has two hand holes that you put your hand in. Yeah.
Yeah, and it blows air.
Yeah.
Inside.
She thought it was a leg holder.
Oh my goodness.
I just felt sorry for the baby for having her genetics.
What did you want her like when you explained it to her?
She turned around and went straight out the door. Didn't say a word. That's 100% true.
Like, well, it's not a baby changer, it's a hand dryer.
Never mind.
I changed a friend's baby once, but she was horrified. She said she wanted her baby back, and not the one I had found.
Oh, very good. I should have seen that one coming, but nice one.
What do you else think, Tom? You need tips for the fancy family meal tomorrow. Or late today, actually.
Yeah, don't be you.
What, be an actual happy, functioning society?
We'll try to be, at least. What can you really do? Just be yourself, man. I mean, it's only a family. What's the worst thing that can happen? Are any of them rich? Are you in any of their wills? Are you at risk of losing inheritance?
No.
Then don't worry about it.
Trash the place and make the waiters clean up.
Well,
Go outside, obviously, purposely make myself sick so I can eat.
yeah, go and do that.
So yeah, I still can't believe some people actually did that. Wait, are you racing against Louis?
I did wonder for a second, because he's gone very quiet and is very fast.
No, not me. I'm still qualifying in Austria.
Oh, fair enough.
It's how the guy did bugger up back to his A-line.
Yeah, this guy is clearly stupidly quick. I did have a mistake on lap 2, but I only lost 2 seconds. This guy's been in the 29s the entire time.
Yeah, tend to piss off back to the A+ ranks.
It's definitely a Smurf account.
Yeah, what other horror stories we got from the restaurant?
Well,
Oh, here's one. We get told slight mess in the toilets.
oh god.
It wasn't a slight mess in the toilets. It really wasn't a slight mess in the toilets. It was much worse than a slight mess in the toilets.
Has someone fired something all over the back seat?
Not even. It's like, I don't understand. It was like it had come out, but then like the force of it coming out had pushed them off the seat, and it along the cubicle, like around the floor, up the sides of the wall. It's like how? It's like it's one of those things where you can't logically like you can't logically think out in your head how is this physically possible. It's like it's one of those things kind of bad.
Nice.
Honestly, it's like how have you managed to do this? How have you managed to get it all over the toilet seat and all over the wall and floor?
Yeah, that's scary. And I've just found out who Kev Gooner is.
Who is it?
It is Get Smoked.
Who?
Get Smoked. He appears in a lot of the lobbies, and he's rapid as sin. So that makes a lot of sense. It's a Smurf account.
Get Smoked. I don't know who Get Smoked is. I've never seen about. Have you seen about Louis?
Yeah, I think he's on one of my friends list on one of them, I think.
One of your 16 friends lists.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least we know who he is now.
Yeah, he's an A+ driver. He's quite quick.
Yeah.
Any horror stories for you, Louis?
No, not really. I don't have to deal with many people like that. It's fine.
You ain't-
He is that person.
Oh yeah. You are, aren't you? Though you're the kind of person to come in and trash the place.
It was you that come into the all-you-can-eat, threw up, and then went back for more, wasn't it?
Ugh, all you can eat. I fucking can't think of a worse to eat than an all you can eat place. Ugh.
Also, I'm sorry, but how after making yourself throw up and having taste of sick in your mouth, how can you come back in and eat more?
One way to find out.
What is the all you can eat food? What is the style of food you're eating? Is it Chinese?
Yeah, most of it is, yeah. But then we do normal stuff as well. It's an oriental buffet.
Lovely. Kudos, do you have any horror stories from work or anything like that? Well, from school.
Deep, mate.
From school. I meant to say school. I think he's gone.
Banter stories? No, he's still here. Curious, any banter stories to tell?
No, he's definitely gone. Yeah, that horror story, your story about that being fired all over the back wall has put him into a trance of, horror.
It was him. It was Curious, actually.
Oh dear.
I mean, he's still in.
I've got a horror story, but it's not. It's in the same area, but it's you always have what I have a friend story. It's one of those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it always sounds like you're trying to avoid it being about you, but this genuinely wasn't me. But yeah, one of my mates, Sam, for his one of his birthdays, he got absolutely trolleyed on a night out, and just after he had I think it was either all you can eat Chinese or KFC or something like that. But oh my god, did he decimate a pub bathroom? It was just everywhere. I feel so sorry for the people who own this. I mean, properly. Oh my god, this needs cordoning off and shutting down.
People need to get evacuated from this.
Mm.
I assume Coolios is dead.
Quite possibly. But I'm gonna bring that to an end for tonight. Anyway, we can do more horror stories tomorrow, but some of us have work in the morning.
Yeah, Postman Pat.
It's not sticking, mate. That's not my job.
It is. Sorry, Postman Pat.
It's really not my job.
It is. You deliver packages, parcels. So yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Don't you, Louis? Louis, come on, get the bandwagon.
I don't know what he delivers.
It's not packages.
Probably drugs to kids or something.
That's besides the point.
Be careful what you say, though. You might get him banned.
Oh, on that note, I'm going to say goodbye. Anything you guys want to say to the chat before we go?
Luke is the worst commentator out of us two.
Thanks.
I disagree with Kurt.
On everything.
On everything.
Cool. And on that.
You're saying you get ready to go, but you just loaded up. Okay.
And on that bombshell.
It's time to end.
Yeah. Back to the studio. We're going to go and raid Chef. Thank you all for joining. Kirk, you're a bastard, and catch you later.
Luke, you're a bellend.
Uh-huh.